I'm on Instagram looking at my titties. Thank you.
Oh, good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, the Jesus has a release date trailer to the Captain America new movie. People get pissed over a mythological creature. Ryan's ass made the whole West Coast shake. And in LA, win or lose, we riot. You're listening to Humpcast.
Hit it already! Ow!
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody. The show where a couple of buds get buzzed and consider recasting Ryan D with a small African-American girl. But I guess we'll just give him one more whirl. My name is Garrett Lee.
I'm Ryan D.
And today we have Ms. Danny Inks.
Yay!
I totally had the giggity thing around here. Where is it?
Oh, see,
There, I put it on the
that's,
other page. There you
that's
go.
like my theme song now.
It pretty much is. I don't
It's
know
the
why I have
third
it.
time I've been on the show,
on
and
the
that's
back burner.
all you do when I'm on the show.
Welcome back. Fuck. Well,
Who's
if
drinking?
you're a fan of the show, you notice I've gotten some messages, of course. I let you know that we took a little vacation.
Yeah.
You took a
Yeah.
vacation?
Well, pretty much.
Why'd you take a vacation?
Because life's fucking hard.
It is.
Life
Oh.
sucks. So
Well, I was on not too long. I feel like I wasn't on that long ago. It was like a month
Two?
ago.
2-3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
a
we were
month
just.
ago.
Ryan did what did the word you said? The fucking. What did you said? It was like a share cast or something.
Oh,
Or it was like
I was gonna try and do a swap cast.
Swapcast.
but,
Podcast? That sounds really gross.
I mean, we could still
not
we could,
swamp cast.
we could still post it as like a bonus episode, but I did I did the Cult 45 movie review podcast, and we did where they just do they do cult classic movies. And then we just break them down and talk about them and stuff. But so we did the Big Lebowski. And,
Nice.
it was a fun.
What a coincidence.
I know it was a fun episode.
Why
so
is
I think
that
it's
a coincidence?
Because of
we're
one of our
going to talk
stories,
about it
really.
today.
Oh, okay.
It's
I was like, I don't know these.
so if you shout out Beat 'em Down at Colt 45 and Random Randy Savage, they got a great podcast going on.
Random Randy Savage.
Yeah. So if you wanna
As
check that
opposed
out,
to Macho Man Randy Savage?
yeah, he's Random Randy Savage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a difference.
Over there in Houston, holding it down. So if you go to Colt 45, check them out wherever you check us out at Colt 45, and then I think I'll still post the episode on our stream too.
Okey-dokey.
Sick. And of course, just like every episode, we start off with an alcoholic beverage of some sort.
Yay.
And if you know anything about Ryan,
we start off and
he's a big fan of this because it comes from, I believe, Orson Welles.
Oh yeah!
What?
Oh my God! Yeah.
Orson Welles is a big fan of the California wines because they resemble something from.
The French.
Yeah, have you ever seen the Orson Welles drunk?
It's the greatest.
outtakes
It's
for
the
his
greatest
commercial?
video of all time.
No.
It's amazing.
It's Orson Welles he's
have I never
hammered
seen it?
already and he's
Well,
doing
yeah.
and he's doing a commercial for champagne, and so we
He starts it off like
The French.
champagne.
Expecting him
so
to be
good.
sober is like expecting me to be sober. That just is
But
stupid.
he's wasted.
That's just
Yeah.
dumb.
like
hammered.
I'll show it to you after the show. It's
Like,
like
he's
well, he
probably
was a
been
lot
drinking-
older than me, and he had more time to develop his wastedness.
apparently he was like that all the time.
Orson Welles drunk.
Or are we just watching this now?
I'll just put it on
Yeah.
for you just so you can see it after
Okay.
this little ad thing. But
like we're
Dude,
just
how much of
watching
a
it now.
how much of a traitor is that Verizon guy?
dude,
He's
there
on
was
Sprint.
memes
Wait, what?
about there's
He's on Sprint now.
memes about it. It's like he was
oh,
the biggest
shit.
trader in the world.
I never realized.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Especially-
fucked up.
Especially since his ad campaign started off with "Can you hear me now?"
You're right.
Like he actually used it, I think.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
He said, "Can you?" Now it's "Can you hear that?" or
Oh,
something
can you
like
hear that?
Yeah.
bitch? He's like,
Oh.
come and hear that, bitch. So I want to
Yeah.
know if there was actually any bad blood, or if his contract was up and that was
No,
it.
for sure. Like his contract was up. And
Yeah,
Sprint,
and they probably were
Sprint
like-
was using that as like.
Oh yeah, they were like, we're gonna
They
pay
threw
you a
money at him.
shit ton of money.
He's like, I like a shit ton of money. He's like, and nobody
Like,
hires me
'cause
for anything else.
This is gonna be.
I like
intense.
money.
You know,
Turn camera.
there's fucking
Oh,
Orson Welles.
shit.
Right? The
This
best.
is really
Look at
old.
his eyes. They're like in different directions.
Fucking wasted. I would not serve him if he came to my bar. Who am I kidding? Yes, I would.
You hear it?
Just do anything?
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, rolling. 102, take 2.
The French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a
Exactly.
California champagne by
California
I love the
Inspired
roboticness too of like the two
by
actors.
that same
Yeah,
French
yeah.
excellence.
They don't
It's
know what the fuck to
fermented
do.
in the
Look at
bottle,
them.
and like the best French champagne,
He's listening for
it's
his cues.
vintage dated.
Now I poured the champagne.
Parmesan.
102, take 3.
Oh my god, I love it.
Action, please.
I never realized when I,
As
as an actor, I play him drunk. This
You play
that's-
him?
Whenever that's my drunken voice. Whenever I'm an actor, I do such a good drunk voice that people thought I was drunk. So whenever I started doing it, I was
My
I
secret-
just was like, fuck it, I'll be drunk.
My secret is just I keep a bottle of tequila in my car and then I just take a few shots and I'm like, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah.
That's
Like,
the secret.
fine.
That's the secret, Captain.
That's my secret.
Oh, I forgot about your trunk tequila.
Trunkila. Hashtag Trunkila.
Tranquila.
It's become pretty famous. Like people have
I forgot about that.
People have
the
asked
first
me
time
to
I
listen
met
to the
you,
show,
you
yeah.
guys were doing.
Was it?
Tranquila? Yeah, I think it was like, it was either the first day on set or it was the second.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
think it might have
'cause
been the second
Obviously,
day,
I bring
but-
it to set, and
Yeah.
I never bring it out if it's like a serious thing. But we were filming
It was the Halloween
special from
Yeah.
Malvolia.
Because that's the one I
and-
was in. You're
Yeah.
in all of them, but
I-
I was just in that one.
Yeah, and so I was just like, well,
Spoiler
We're gonna be
alert,
here all
I'm
days.
not in anymore. You could figure out why.
I've died a few times. Just saying.
I don't know, I died really
If
grossly.
she wants you, she'll bring you back.
She wants me, but in a different way.
And every time you die, I die on the inside, Garrett.
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. By the way, welcome
Jen,
back,
I
buddy.
love
Where the
you.
fuck have you been?
Thank you. I'm a ghost.
Well,
He's a ghost.
I'm a ghost.
He's actually just our
Welcome back,
imaginary friend.
Randy.
We're actually just that drunk that we're just imagining him now.
Dude,
Yeah.
imagine we were just watching ourselves right now.
I
and
did.
there's no
I
one
did
in there.
slip a little like roofie in your drink, so I think that's why I slipped some in my own. But I do that all the time.
Got some
so.
Roofalin in there.
GBH.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
How else would I take advantage of you later?
I don't know.
I didn't put any in
got-
Ryan's because I know I don't need it.
I was gonna say I got like an iron undies on with a lock, so I don't know how you're doing that.
You got a chastity
Oh my
belt?
God.
Yeah, I got a chastity belt. When I'm passed out,
like in
none of y'all
Robin,
take
like in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. I've been good. I've been busy, sort of. Well, yeah.
You
I
haven't
just
been
I
busy.
haven't.
You've
For the
been,
for
you've been
like
whacking
the,
it. Don't fucking lie.
I've been whacking
We've
it.
all been
I've just
whacking
been
it.
jacking it in San Diego.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad part of life. Like plenty of people would love to be able to be whacking it in San
I feel
Diego.
like that would be the name of my autobiography is Whacking It in San Diego.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like
Or
that.
Jacking It in San
Just
Diego.
jacking it in San Diego.
Whacking and jacking in San
Whacking
Diego.
and Jacking It in San Diego.
Whacking and
All
jacking,
right,
boom.
There you go.
I was doing a job
I've
in
never been to San Diego.
I was doing a job in Irvine, so it was a lot harder for me to get out here. So that's why.
Oh yeah.
Today?
No, before.
Oh, yeah.
But now
Ryan-
I'm back in downtown.
Ryan, where do you live?
I live in East LA. I don't live too far from.
But
here.
he was
Oh,
not
okay.
born in
But
East LA.
I was, but I was coming from. I was like working a job in Irvine for like 4 weeks, and it was like the
Oh.
most brutal 4 weeks. Like I couldn't.
What was the last show you were on? I don't
What?
remember.
What were you doing?
I was just doing like call center shit, but I had just gotten
Endgame.
fired from a job. so
Was
it's
that
like-
it? Was the
Yeah.
Endgame review the last
I
thing you
think
were
that
on?
was the last thing I.
You just got fired.
I
He's
get
like,
fired
just
a
got
lot.
fired. I don't know if I
No, you get promoted to customer.
No, I just
promoted to.
I just dabble in full time comedy every now and then.
Just that, like, well, I guess I'm doing this more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing comedy a lot.
Sometimes I feel like I should like work less to actually focus on acting more.
Oh, I'll tell you, man. My
Like money.
best motivator is,
I like
is
money, too.
necessity.
Yeah.
Like when I was working 2 days a week at that one spot, I was like, dude, I was hustling. So I was probably making
It's a
like the most
thing.
money I did
You were
for stand
hustler.
up.
You were hustler.
Every day I'm hustling.
Boom.
But speaking of which, I'm
Do the
pretty, pretty
hustle.
bummed out. Like I had a
Do,
couple
do,
dates
do.
set up like out of town, and I just
Dates like Tinder dates.
got no like show dates,
Oh.
and then I just got a
I got
cancellation.
oh, that just bummed me out.
I mean,
I was like, oh my god, you're going on a date. Tell me.
no, I'm engaged.
Yeah, he's engaged.
Oh,
So-
well, you can still date your fucking fiance. Take her on a goddamn date,
Bitch.
or you're gonna lose her.
Well, yeah, that's
Ryan's
Okay.
fiance, you deserve better than this shit.
Wow.
All
take
right.
her on a date.
No,
You
Now this
internet.
is
woo
this
her.
Is, this is taking a turn.
Whatever. Keep
It's
going.
taking a turn. It
Uh-oh,
always will
trying
take
to
a
reconnect.
turn.
What the fuck?
Are we not on?
I don't know yet.
We're still recording though.
Yeah, we're definitely recording. So it's
Oh,
still
okay,
good.
cool. All right, that's fine.
Anyway, we had a 4th of July. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well,
How's
mine
your-
was probably the least fun, so I'll go first. Not least fun, least firework packed. I'll tell you that. So I ended up going to a barbecue with all my coworkers since, like I said, I work so often,
I did that
and we've
too.
become like really close. A lot of my coworkers and I.
That's good.
So we
Have you
got
seen each other naked? Then you're not that close.
some of them.
Yes. All right, we'll talk about that later.
But yeah, so we had a fun barbecue, but it was in Burbank, and in Burbank,
you were
personal
so
fire.
close to me.
Sperm bank.
I feel like I told you that too.
No, you didn't say it was in Burbank. You just said you were going to a
Oh,
barbecue.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I was like, barbecue. Because I went to a barbecue in Reseda.
Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever been
The
to Reseda.
Valley.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the valley.
I don't usually go that direction unless I'm working.
I only went because my friends were there.
Yes.
My friends have a house
The
there.
Valley can suck it.
Yeah, we're in
I
the
love
good
the
valley.
valley.
This valley has better food and better parking and fireworks.
But it's so fucking
True.
far. It took me an hour to get here from West Hollywood today. Suck my dick.
If I had to drive in
West
that
Hollywood.
direction, it would take me 3 days.
God. Yeah, 3.5 actually.
But no,
Fuck
so I
you.
was just in Burbank.
So
We had a
far.
really fun barbecue. I was grill master for a good portion of it, and we played
He was
beer.
grill master for like 2 minutes.
We played beer pong, and what I love about going out like parties with my coworkers, a lot of them have dogs, and so if we're at someone's house,
Doggies.
fucking all the dogs, dude. There was at
Dogs
least
are
like
fun.
5 or 6 dogs at the party,
Oh,
and
dogs.
so a good portion of it was me playing drunk catch with the dogs.
Aw.
I'm just like a cup in my hand. I'm just like, yeah, go get the dog, get the dog. But the
Oh, so you became a dad.
kinda, I love the dog. I love
Dog dad.
dogs.
The drunk uncle. The drunkle.
Drunkle.
You're drunkle.
I
Hashtag drunkle.
love being drunk and playing with dogs. It's my favorite. It's
Yeah.
probably like my best therapy.
Oh my God.
And
Come to my apartment and just play with Java Bean the whole time.
does she do fetch? Fetch?
Well, she used to, but now she doesn't have teeth. So
Gums
she's
them?
old.
Oh.
She's old. Like she'll play fetch with you. She'll throw it or push it and expect you to bring it to her.
She's just like, throw it again.
She's always done that.
Ah!
Since she was a puppy, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna play fetch with you because I'm smarter than you."
My dog likes you to throw the ball,
Yeah.
and then he'll bring it back, but then he'll wrestle with you. Like
Don't you fucking take the ball.
he won't let you take it back.
I worked so hard and ran my ass off to do
Fuck
this.
you! This
Yeah.
is my fucking ball.
That's his
asshole.
game. Is he likes to like run back and then run away from you.
Oh, I love dogs.
Sorry,
Dogs are
keep
the
talking. I just
best.
want to check and see if this is still actually
If it's
Rick-
going,
going or if
if
it's just
not,
saying,
then fuck it. Just
yeah, we're
It's
just gonna
not
fuck it.
no
going.
pressure,
No.
no pressure. Audio.
I hate when it's just like I'm like everything's good, and then the thing that fucks out is the internet.
You should just why don't
Why
you
do
just
you have
record?
shitty
Why
internet?
don't you just
I
record the
don't.
videos and then post them, or like you could?
Because live, you get comments sometimes.
Yeah, but you could also run like a
Oh, it is.
QuickTime video.
It is
looks
going.
looks like it's going.
Yeah, it is going.
But that was earlier.
Oh, that was earlier.
No, that's hers.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I
Are we
know.
going now?
Yep, this is earlier. I'll turn it down.
all right. I guess we're still going. Once
It just says it's trying to reconnect.
no pressure audio.
Yeah.
No, all right.
Whatever. But either way,
Anyway.
yeah. So maybe I should do that though, where I actually record and then also do live.
Wait, so there was no fireworks and like
Oh,
you
yeah,
couldn't
thank
even
you,
see?
thank you, Francis. Francis.
Oh.
I think
Cali-
that's California. Man?
No, I like Francis. Shout
All
out
right.
to Francis.
Carrie. Hi, Carrie. How you doing?
No.
So there was
it's not
no
Carrie.
no fireworks.
Carrie.
Yeah. So we did actually. One of the people brought a bunch of illegal fireworks, but we only did like 5, and one of them fell over and shot into the neighbor's
Nice. It always
yard.
happens.
And then we're like, let's stop doing that.
Classic.
Don't do
Let's
that.
not do that. And so we stopped.
No.
That's normal.
Oh my god.
That is normal,
That
but
sounds like
when
shit
you're the
that my
only
brother would do.
when you're like the only people within like a mile doing fireworks,
Yeah.
you're like maybe don't do that.
Plus, they're probably illegal. Like period. In that
No, they're
area.
definitely well. They're illegal in
Well, I know, but like
general.
there's
and then
some cities.
very illegal in
yes, they're
Burbank.
just illegal.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And then-
Everything's illegal in Burbank. You can't smoke in Burbank.
really?
Yeah, you can't smoke on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Like, you can't smoke
there
outside.
was
Yeah.
a fireworks show, but it was like 2 miles away, so you just kind of saw a little bit.
Yeah.
I think basically because we're spoiled from being in the cool valley, where all the cool fireworks are and the fireworks shows, and the fact that I live right here, where you've been here before on 4th of July.
Dude, Yeah.
So I live half a block away from.
Well, they do the
city
fireworks show
hall.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, that does a fireworks show every year, and it's like being at Disneyland, but also being drunk and being in a chair on your balcony.
Well, we were at Vicky's parents. We were house sitting because they went camping. But
Vicky's fiance.
Yeah.
Hi, fiance. Vicky, you deserve good things.
Thanks.
You're
So
welcome.
we got like we had some friends over. They brought a couple of fireworks.
I have a giant bottle of champagne here if anyone wants more.
Oh, the French.
The most giant bottle of champagne ever.
The French.
Oh, that's a thing now.
It is a thing.
Is it always been a thing, or that's just new?
Yeah, we
Since we've
made
seen
it a
that
thing.
video and I knew how much Ryan loved
okay.
it.
But dude, Boyle Heights in East LA is like literally, it's just everyone has fireworks going
Yeah.
off like everywhere you look. So what I like to do is just, I mean, I was out there I think a couple years ago too. It's just like we hang out in the back, party all day, and then when it gets dark, just set up some chairs in the front yard, and it's like you could see
I think these guys are getting me drunk.
you can see downtown, you could see
What?
Lincoln Heights, you could see everything. And it's
Yeah.
Probably.
like a whole. And then like we were lighting fireworks with the neighbors and stuff. It's just like
That's the best.
That's the best shit right there. Like I would miss it so much if I were somewhere else.
I
Like
know.
Fireworks bore me.
What the fuck is you?
you
life?
are un-American.
I've
Yeah.
been watching fireworks since I was a
Terrorist?
little child.
All
All the time.
Fireworks are never boring.
And they're
No.
always boring, and
I don't
they're
care
loud.
if it's a fucking little black. What is it? The snakes.
I'm so bored.
Oh man,
I will sit there and I will watch that snake.
yeah.
Yeah, well, those
'Cause
are kind of
fire.
funny,
Because
though.
it's
Those
fire.
remind me of little kids. But, like, no, we
What
were...
is that? Snakes and
so
sparklers are my favorite.
Where I was, I went
stand there.
to my friends Dan and Carrie's house. They just got a house last year, and it's gorgeous, and it has a pool with a waterfall and a
Mm-hmm.
jacuzzi. And I was like, okay, I can either go on the top of the waterfall, like by the pool,
Yeah.
and see, or I can stay here in the jacuzzi and kind of see them.
Mm.
So I chose to stay in the jacuzzi and kind of see them because I'd rather just be in the jacuzzi getting drunk.
Fine. Fun for you.
So it was awesome. So thank you.
glad
Sounds
you
way
enjoyed
more boring than fireworks.
Absolutely.
Well, I did have my
know
top
what?
off, so it was not boring.
I feel like you could have had your
at all.
top off on top of the waterfall
No, it was chilly up there.
On a firework.
on a fire.
On a firework. Nope.
No, I remember like I
That
was
was great.
I was in South Central for one 4th of July, and that shit was a goddamn war.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's
What
a
is
you
it
look
with
at the
dudes
sky
and
and there's
fireworks, man.
it's not just dudes. There's plenty of chicks like
It's just fun, man.
American
It's-
chicks that like fireworks.
True patriots.
patriots. Patriots. I think they call them.
I think it's also like a because we kind of grew up in this like in the suburbs a little bit like
Yeah.
where
I
we're
grew up
like
in the fucking country.
oh
Everybody
yeah,
had
so that's
stupid
even
fireworks.
yeah,
Nope.
everyone's got fireworks there.
I think that's all there was to do
People
because
in the-
there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, just smoke
So
crack and
yeah.
fucking or
Yeah.
do meth and
Do
try and jump
meth.
tractors.
Yep,
and
pretty much.
light shit on fire.
That's what it is. Maybe I was just like, nah, this is lame. Even as a kid, I was like,
feel-
okay, I'm over it. After about a minute, I
I
was
feel
like,
so
okay, I'm
bad
done.
for you that you don't feel joy
I
anymore.
don't know.
don't
That would
feel
definitely
joy.
be but like we would be
I feel
those
joy, just not with fireworks.
you know if we lived in like some sort of
Nothing
place
like a good old fashioned
it's true.
or a
true.
bunch of and then
Yeah.
those are the best.
Even that sound makes me excited.
I have a boner. I have a half boner right now.
I have an exploding boner.
Exploding boner.
My boner.
You know, like it's
I
like
can't believe you're engaged, dude. Like, you're talking about an exploding boner.
How does anyone find you attractive?
No, that I get. I don't get how you had someone agree to marry you and
Wait.
spend the rest of their life.
Jesus.
If this is an exploding boner, then this
She must
is,
be the
is it-
coolest chick ever.
Is
She's
this,
very cool.
Is this the wood you get when you're asleep? You get it? Because it's Inception, and you're asleep when they do the thing. Okay. I'm having too much fun. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
I feel left out because I'm the only girl now.
Fuck it.
I'm the only girl.
Just because you don't like fire.
What?
That's
Yeah,
fine.
just because you don't like fire.
How do you not like fire? Jesus Christ.
I have enough fire inside of me.
And on your head?
and on my head.
And down there.
Someone's an AFI fan.
Yeah.
Fire crotch.
Fire crotch. Actually, one of the guys at work calls me fire crotch. And I'm like, I feel like if we had an HR department, this would not fly.
Well, absolutely. That's most of life.
We work at a bar. So.
Yeah. Well, that's most of the what is it? Most of the hospitality, I guess. Service industry.
We had to.
Except for like actual corporate places. I remember I probably just told this before, but
places are different.
But it was like one of my friends when we were at a corporate restaurant, like, hey, what's up? Jumped into my arms and I grabbed them and just held on to them because they were hugging me. But one of the new managers saw me, I guess, touch their butt because they were on top of me, and then I got written up for
cradling
it.
ass cheeks, bro.
I even cradling ass cheeks.
God, it takes way more than that. Like, nope, my bar. Yep, it's. Whatever, it's a free for all. They made us watch this video and take like this test so we can get a certification online for the sexual harassment or the harassment.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait,
it's like a state. It's a state thing now.
Yeah, it is. And I was like, but the sexual harassment's my favorite part about working at this job. Like, and it was funny because everything they did, like I was like, we do this on the daily.
Right.
And they're like, if something bothers you, go to HR. I'm like, we don't have HR. It's a privately owned fucking restaurant.
I had to go
awesome.
for one job. I had to go to a monthly meeting, or annual meeting, and it was like an 8-hour day of just like, fucking how to do sales, how to talk to customers,
gross.
how to avoid harassing people, how to like. It was just.
I feel like if you don't know how to talk to people, like customers, then you maybe shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I did two of those stupid ass meetings. And they were like 8 hours long in like Anaheim.
So
and it's
dumb. Like I get it, the sexual harassment because that's a thing, but like teaching you how to speak to customers, like you should just know how to fucking do that.
And there's always a bunch of people
don't
who always
be in
like
sales.
raise their hands to make it longer, like ask dumb fucking questions.
Oh my god.
And you're like, oh my god.
Oh, there's all the What is this podcast about? Like, Carrie, nothing.
No, it's just, I was like, it's kind of
seriously, I'm new.
It's about having fun with your internet friends and having a drink with them.
It's just us talking about shit.
I've always thought of this like a morning show that's been uncensored because I always grew up listening to Kevin Bean and Loveline, and it's kind of a mixture of that. I think we should kind of like get more structure, but I also don't at the same time.
Carrie digs it. I like that Carrie digs it.
Yeah,
Carrie's
I think as long as we're having fun and you guys are having fun with us, that's all that really matters.
Yeah. Well, when I'm on, it's just about them hitting the giggity button, so I shake my boobs pretty much.
True that.
I think that's the only reason. I think that's the only reason they asked me on. They're like, we don't really want her to talk. Just shake the boobs.
Do that, and then just let me do my job.
Now shut the fuck up and let me do my job.
Thank you very much.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to anybody who came out to my show last Friday, though. But we almost packed it out. It was almost sold out. It was a great.
Maria, are you at the Bow? You said you're at the Bow.
Oh, good for you. I'm HR at
Oh,
the Bow.
she's definitely HR at the Bow.
Uh-huh.
Maria's HR at the Bow. Just go to like Maria and be like, Maria, I have this issue, and she's like, I got this, and she will kill everybody.
Blaine's all about the giggity.
I wish I had better eyesight. I would be able to read all
I
of
was
these
like,
comments.
you can't?
Too far away. No, I can't.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because
you
I
wear
have
glasses?
I wear contacts and they still can't read that shit.
Oh, fair enough.
I have terrible eyesight.
I'm very happy with my eyesight right now. So I had lunch with my family, and so my brother, who's granted like 7 years older than I am, just started wearing glasses. Like he bought them themselves. They're more like reading glasses and stuff. But
Walmart's.
Yeah, Costco.
Costco.
But my parents were like, "So Garrett," I'm like, "What?" They're like, "So how's your eyes?" And I didn't understand what the fuck that meant. So like, what do you mean?
They're like, you look Chinese.
Yeah, I'm like, you made me. They just look like this.
My eyes.
These are my eyes. They're like, no, your brother has glasses. I wear glasses. Your dad wears glasses. And I'm like,
do you have like perfect vision?
I wouldn't say perfect, but I can read that from across the table.
Yeah.
I can read other things. Like I have never really had an issue reading small print. Sometimes if I'm like tired, I can kind of have to like shake my head and like focus, but I've never had an issue reading like a book or a menu or anything like that.
I have to really focus to read that because it's so far away. It's not that far away, but like it's far away.
I have zero problem with reading from this far across.
You're also straight on. I'm from the side. I'm on the side.
You never know until you actually go get an eye exam, though. Sometimes like
Blaine's his vision's 20/20.
Good for you. damn near 2020.
You
Good for
can
Blaine.
suck
Saw the
it,
other-
because mine is not. Even with my contacts in, it's still shit. So
I know. I'm due for a new prescription.
maybe I probably do.
Oh. You have new prescription, so your eyesight just gets. So your eyesight gets progressively worse and worse, and then glasses
Yeah,
just
it never gets better.
Yeah.
make it so you can see a little bit better.
Unless
Yeah.
you get like LASIK or something.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I thought about getting that, but I also have astigmatism, so I would need 2 different surgeries.
Yeah.
And also, I'm freaked out about people touching my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't want anyone.
But you wear
touching my eyes.
contacts.
Well, I can touch my own eyes, but other people touching my eyeball, fuck
yeah,
off.
yeah.
I still don't
Especially with a
even-
laser.
Yeah, I'm totally
and they
right.
hold your eyes
Laser.
open like this,
Yeah.
and they don't let you blink.
Clockwork
And I'm
Orange
like,
style.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's-
Clockwork
it's-
Orange
it's
style. Fuck
scary.
that shit.
I don't even
That
like
shit
putting
drives me
that
nuts
shit.
too.
eye drops in my own eyes.
Me neither.
Ah!
But it is worse when it's somebody else though. Like that
Yeah.
shit. That drives me
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't like it. I'm like, I can touch my own eye.
I did contacts for like a week, and then that's because I just got a free trial.
I feel
That
like
site
if
is
you
definitely
kept
overrated.
wearing eye contacts or whatever, one of two things or two of two things would happen. Is the first one I would think is you would get drunk and pass out and keep them in your eyes, and then
Yeah.
Oh, I
they
do that
would
all the time.
And I've had friends that have done that and it literally ripped
It's not
their
good.
cornea.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, you just have to. I
do it
I
all
do
the
it all
time.
the time.
Yeah,
I do it
not
constantly.
good.
That's
but
the most likely thing.
I do that with my lashes too, because I wear like fake lashes, and so like I'll get really hammered and like go out. And there's been times where I like fell asleep. I didn't even make it to my bedroom. Fell asleep because I have a giant love sack in my living room, and like shoes on, fucking skirt up over my head, my lashes still on, my contacts still on, my full makeup just on, and I'm just like, and my dog's just like, Mom,
already ready for
Mom,
the
you're
day.
a mess. You're a mess.
Mom, why do you act like this, Mom?
Why are you my mom?
Yeah. She's like, feed me, bitch. I don't care how fucked up you are. Just feed me.
Word.
Yeah.
So you actually said that you had a show, correct?
I have a couple shows, but I also
At least something you want
I
to
have
just
stuff.
announce.
Oh, okay, so I just shot a short for an anthology called hold on, I have to look it up to make sure I don't fuck it up, because I'll probably fuck it up. It was
Don't
a
fuck it
short
up. called
called Karma is a Bitch,
Oh.
which was fun. But the anthology series is called the She-Venge Horror Anthology. So it's all a bunch of shorts directed by women. The profits are going to the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund, and it's all like revenge shit, and it's fun, and it's all women stuff, like
That's
directed
cool.
by women.
You ever seen
And it's fucked up.
I Spit on Your Grave?
Yes, I've seen that.
I have not.
Pretty brutal.
The original or the remake?
Well, both of them. I've seen both of them. Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about this like writer girl. She like goes out to the woods to like try and write her novel or something, and then some hillbillies like break into the house.
They
and,
come and like rape her. and shit.
and they leave her dead. They leave her for dead, like in the like
Yeah.
next to like in the river and shit.
And then she goes and
And she comes back and
kills
like brutally
everybody.
kills, like tortures and kills those guys.
Well, the original
Good for her.
starred Camille Keaton, and I've met her, and she's such a sweet lady. But the first time she met my dog like just shoved her tongue right in her mouth, and I was like, oh my god, I feel so embarrassed. I was like, be careful. Oh, she's gonna make out with you. She just did. So my dog made out with Camille Keaton.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a very, very kind lady. She's very, very sweet. But yeah, I felt bad. Should have warned her ahead of time. My dog will shove her tongue in her mouth. I'm not gonna lie.
Warning.
But she kind of learned that from watching me, so it's fine.
That's cool. Speaking of movies, anyone actually see any movies? I know we did over the past weekend.
I-
Not anything where people get raped and kill people or have dogs shove
not yet.
tongues in their mouth.
Did I watch anything? Did I watch movies?
Or
No.
Netflix or anything like it's become so much that it's no longer just did you guys see any of the movies? It's like did you guys watch anything cool? Like
I watched
for
a couple
instance,
things.
I watched. Finally started Stranger Things 3. I'm on episode 6, I think.
Don't talk about
There's
it.
only like 8 episodes, right?
Yeah. So
You're almost done.
I'm almost done,
Yeah.
but I
If it
binged
weren't
it.
for this,
I
you'd
started
probably
last
finish
night.
it.
What do you
and
think
I
of it
had
this
playing
at this
while I
time
was
around?
setting up.
It feels more like less horror style and kind of more like a. I don't know. It doesn't. It's just. It's a completely different vibe this time around.
Isn't the
It-
body count supposed to be higher? Isn't it supposed to be like more violent this season? I don't know. I haven't seen it since the
Sort
first season.
of.
I don't know about violent, but
Creepy.
I
There's
would,
some creepy moments, but
I
like
would say it's more. Yeah, definitely more shit
Don't
happens.
spoil anything for anyone.
But not on camera. Like not a lot of on camera
violence. Yeah. Well, it's weird because like there's like this there's a lot of drama happening, but then there's still like the creepy shit that like is still keeping like the horror fans in touch.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like I would definitely, so far at least up to episode 6, I would highly recommend it. I don't think it dropped off at any point where I was like, oh, this is boring. Like they actually made it really good. So it every time an episode ended, I'm like, God damn it, I really need to see the next one now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
That's how
not
I felt
cliffhangery,
about.
but it's almost like you cut a movie in the middle of a scene. Kinda.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's almost like I guess it's 8 episodes, like an 8-hour-long movie
Nice.
that they cut in the middle of the scene, so you want to finish the scene
got it.
as soon as you.
Got
Yeah,
Like
because
the
the
next
next episode starts like right where you
Kinda,
left
yeah,
off.
yeah,
So
yeah.
a few of them are like that, but
So I only saw the first season of it, of Stranger Things, and then I never like picked up, and I don't remember anything about the first season. Like I don't know if that like says about my memory because I drank a lot.
No, I mean,
Or if it just says about like that it was boring to me. I don't know, but like I was like,
well,
I
I figure
remember
if you
shit.
watch the whole first season,
the whole first season,
if you watch the whole first season
I
and
was
didn't
not
care about the
impressed at
second
all.
season, then you're not into it, and that's fine. There's plenty of shows that like that where everyone's like, oh my God, you're gonna love this, it's the best thing ever, and I watch it, I'm like, I don't
You're
fucking.
like,
It's
this is
definitely-
stupid.
I mean,
I think it was the hype. They hyped it up too much.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when I find I watched it. I
well,
was
the
like, oh.
hype wasn't there for this one as much as it was for like the second season, I think, because the first season was so good, and it kind
Yeah,
of came
and
out of
everybody's
nowhere.
like,
Like no one really knew about it, and then
But
it
once
just
people
dropped.
did, people
and then,
started
then everyone
freaking
was
the
talking
fuck
about it because it's such a
out.
good show. And then like,
because they weren't expecting anything from it. Yeah.
well, of course, yeah, the expectations were so low,
And
then
I
like,
believe it was supposed to be an anthology where like the first season was just that cast and that was it. The next season should have been a new
Well,
story, a
different
new cast.
story.
kind of like
Oh.
American Horror Story.
sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, except for I believe new cast as well, where Horror Story brings back people like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they
But
just
start
cast
whole
but then they
different-
add people
different
and
actors,
yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
different characters.
Yeah.
But
They already have the hiccups. It's the champagne.
The show.
Ah, the French.
Sounds fun.
yeah, I forgot how fucking buzzed champagne gets me.
That's so weird. I've never heard any of this like reaction to champagne before.
Yeah.
Champagne gets me real sleepy, like
Oh
like,
yeah.
like floaty buzzed. You
Do
know
some
what I mean?
cocaine.
Okay.
It's fine.
If you'd like to send us cocaine, you can send it to P.O. Box. No.
Yeah.
I should start a P.O. Box for
Oh my
people to send us
god,
shit.
that's so cute. I have some in my purse.
People
It's
actually tell me they
fine.
want to send us stuff, and it's weird because I'm like, I don't want to give you my address, but that's cool.
Yeah.
You can send me anything you want as long as it's not pictures of your penis.
But if you send them your address, then it'll most likely be their penis.
No,
but
send it
in
to
real life-
Garrett's house. If you send it to Garrett's house, he will get it to me.
Oh yeah.
And I like expensive
Chop off your
shoes.
dick. Chop off your dick. Send it to my house.
Yeah,
I'll
don't do
forward
that.
it
No,
to
definitely don't
Danny.
do that. You probably need it at some point
And
if
then
you have a penis. I'm
when
sure
she
you
when
would
she
need at some
opens
point.
it, she'll just be like penis.
No, I'm gonna be like, what's in the box?
Other than that, it's a penis, is what it
What's
is.
in the
Spoiler:
box?
it's a penis.
Yeah. So I wear a size 6 shoe, and I like pink. So
Penis.
Yeah. No.
No.
I mean, sometimes.
It's
All
a
right.
Stranger Things.
I actually have a friend who she's like.
Who's your friend that said that we shouldn't talk about porn? Let's talk about porn.
Oh yeah, that's. So my roommate was like,
No.
the first thing you talked about last time was porn, and I was like, yeah, so. But I was also here with Rocio, so
Yeah.
I love
And
her.
see, that's like
Where the fuck is that bitch?
being a mom. Like
Oh.
fucking Rocio's super fun, but like I'm this is not
I mean,
an-
bitch in the
this is not a
the
butt.
kindest
It's
sense of
just
the
like
word.
she's super fun. However, she has responsibilities which are very understandable. So it's like whenever she's around, which is not very much, like it's super cool. And then she goes and she is a really good mom and she takes care of her daughter and she does her thing. And so
She's great. I love
Yeah.
her. So Carrie was speaking of
ISOYG.
ISOYG.
I spit on your
I
grave.
spit on your grave. Yes, you're so smart and pretty. In horror films, and because
Danny is a total badass queen of all things horror.
I am.
What is all of your thoughts on the whole final girl trope, and what would you like to see done differently? As far as just having a final girl, is that?
Well,
or is there something?
just
Because
a-
I told you I haven't seen this movie specifically.
What's a common thread in most like horror movies?
Yeah,
is, like, you know, the
it's
last girl gets her
one
revenge.
thing. It's
or whatever.
tradition. As far as what I know about final girls, is usually pretty fucking cool because it tends to make them more badass
Hero type.
Well-
types. They're the last survivor.
yeah, well, in real life, I'd never be the final girl because the final girl never has sex.
What?
And yeah, like the
Yeah,
final
that-
girl's
that-
always the virgin, and I'm like, oh yeah, I lost that.
If we go
game
by
a long
horror,
time ago.
if we go by horror movie rules, I would be one of the last 5 people alive because I'm super prepared and I'm all gung ho about everything, and then I'm the one that I'm like, all right, we finished. We're done. We won the war, and then I
Yay,
get taken
and then
out
you
by
get
like a
taken
stray
out.
bullet or like a fucking zombie jumping out of somewhere, and then you guys have to figure yourselves out because I prepared so hard that once we won, I let my guard down and then I died.
Yep,
That's
yep.
exactly how I would die if
That's
this were a
funny.
movie.
Yeah, that's true.
100%.
I would probably be one of the first to die because I'm the slutty one. Like, I'm the one who shows her tits and has sex with the hot guy.
Do you think you'd know how you would die if we were in a horror movie?
How would I die? Like, what kind of horror movie are we talking? Like a slasher?
Just a general
or
one.
Just a
You
slasher
can
horror
pick one if
film.
you want.
Just
Like
we'll say
I
slasher.
picked zombie because that's probably what I'm most prepared for.
Yeah. Okay.
If we started dealing with mystical shit, all bets are off. If we're doing like slasher,
Oh, see, it's the zombie apocalypse
Probably
one.
first.
I'd last longer because I would find the person
You'd
who
come
was the
here.
leader, and I would have sex with them.
okay.
I think
And
I'd be
I
the
would
dude
make
that just
them
walks into a room and gets
happy.
stabbed in the head. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, you'd be the one who was so high you didn't know there was a zombie apocalypse.
yeah, it
Derp,
sounded
and
like
then
I would
stab
just
and
be
then,
completely
yeah.
oblivious of what's happening. I
Yes.
think that's like, but that's in a slasher film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombie
There's always that
film.
like high guy. I love it.
Zombie film would. I'd probably get murdered by other people in a zombie movie
Oh, okay, yeah.
because
I can
I'm
see that.
gullible.
No,
I wouldn't say that.
no.
Well, actually, I'm not. I don't trust anybody. But like, I don't know.
And that's why you would get killed by somebody
But that's
else.
yeah, I
Yep.
don't know. I'd probably.
They'd be like, yeah, he's not part of the group. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Because you didn't trust him. But which you shouldn't have trusted him. so you
Ryan
were smart
Ryan
to
would
do
be
that.
the dude in the middle of the movie where he goes to take a piss and then he ends up walking into an ambush.
Maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
But
Anyway.
as far as final girls go, I mean that's a cool thing. I've always grown up
Not
with like
really a
strong
final
female
girl.
characters.
I
so
mean,
as far as that trope
in
goes,
my opinion, I think the best interpretation of it is Alien. Like it's one of the first. It's one of the first times we ever saw
she
something
is
like
a
that.
final girl. She
Yeah.
is absolutely. They start in an ensemble where
Sigourney
Weaver.
Weaver.
she's the ultimate like badass.
Badass.
and then
But,
you
like,
become the last
before
survivor
that-
and a badass.
Before that, it was always like,
Right.
like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
And 99.9% sure
great.
she wasn't
But
a virgin.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
No,
Oh.
well, but yeah,
I was like,
and
Jamie Lee Curtis
Sigourney
in
Weaver.
the movie was totally a virgin.
Sigourney Weaver in Aliens was not a virgin, hands down.
Aliens or Alien?
Alien.
Oh,
Okay.
now you're getting all specific and shit.
Boom.
Yeah.
He's
So
like
that's what-
nerdy to your ass.
Yeah, if you go by like the general traditions or whatever,
Yeah.
maybe you're right. But for sure,
Yeah.
there are.
I love that
Many exceptions.
Carrie LOL'd me, which means I'm hilarious.
Oh, congratulations.
Somebody thinks I'm funny. I think me and Carrie are the only ones.
yourself.
Okay.
I did that like last night. It's fine.
The French.
Okay. So did you talk about your show too?
the
You finished with the
French.
show?
Oh,
Plugging?
so I'm also
Plug,
doing
plug.
a show at 3 Clubs on August.
Is it called Three Clubs?
Yeah, it's called the 3 Clubs in Hollywood on August 8th and 22nd, I believe. I'm playing Janis Joplin.
Yeah. But you've
And
done
like-
that
Like a
before. right?
variety show. Yeah, I've done it. I actually was in like a show where I was full-time Janis Joplin all the time. So these are just 2 like little variety shows that I'm kind of doing, and just for shits and giggles.
Nice.
I get to sing and act like a fucking lunatic and drunk.
So it's not much
I
of a.
won't be pretending I'm actually going to be drunk.
Not much of
Actually,
a-
the producer of this show saw me in the original whenever, or not, yeah, I guess it was an original.
Okay.
Whenever I was Janice for the first time, and he came to the dress rehearsal. He's like, and he's a big Janice fan. He's like, it was good, because I asked him. I was like, what do you think? Because like I need to know what you think.
Yeah.
He's like, it was good. There's something missing. And then he came in like a week or two throughout like the 3-month run, and he's like, it's better, but there's still something. I'm like, okay, cool. And he came like a little later in the run, and he was like, oh my God, I don't know what you're doing, but I saw that. He's like, I don't know what you're doing, but like, keep it up. You just keep getting better and better. And I'm like, I just keep getting drunker and drunker throughout the show.
You're channeling it so well.
Yeah, because the first weekend I totally like just played drunk. Like, and I was like, oh, I'm acting. Okay, I'm acting drunk. And then I was like, wait a minute. Even my cast members think I'm drunk. I might as well just be drunk. And I
Yeah.
was just drunk all the time.
Cool.
And it just kept getting drunker. There's a couple of shows I don't remember doing.
I'm going to my trailer. You don't have a trailer. I'm going anyway.
Going anyway.
Send my Tranquila there.
It's fine. I got it. It's
We
fine.
gotta move it along.
It's
I gotta.
fine. I got this.
Yeah, let's move it on.
Oh yeah, your auntie.
So now.
I got a curfew.
Oh,
Not a curfew. No, I'm getting
What?
picked up at a certain time because I gotta work tomorrow. So.
Fair enough. Let's
Well,
actually
you can go and we'll finish.
Well, he has some stories too. So let's do.
Oh my god, that sounds like some orgies I've been in. I'm just saying.
It's me, bitches! I may have
just
some
kidding.
news for you.
Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody. This just broke out.
That is a scientific fact, huh?
I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you. News story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that. I need to get away from that real quick.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
That's so
That
fun.
was a really long intro.
I kind of really miss my soundboard, to be honest. Like, I really do. In real life, wish I had sound drops. That I
That's
could.
what your phone's for, bitch.
I can't just hold my phone around and just have. Well, actually, I wonder if there's a soundboard app for your phone. Probably.
I'm sure.
But I feel it's so tiny. I don't know how I would fucking get all this
I'm
shit.
sure, like, well, you just have to plan ahead
Fair enough.
what you're gonna say.
That's true.
Just plan ahead.
All right.
I want to look it up now.
Yeah, do that.
try and find one.
While I
He's
talk
looking
about
it up,
the
yes.
weekend box office. So
Yes.
Ryan and I actually we went to go see Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Did you?
We
Don't no
did.
spoilers. I didn't.
No
say it.
spoilers. We never do spoilers in here unless Ryan talks.
Shut the fuck up, Ryan. Don't make me quit you.
But I will say,
I really do want to.
I really enjoyed it. Do you like it? You liked it?
Did you
the
like
Was it
more
good for you?
the more I think about it and the more I like think back on it and like read articles about it and stuff, the more I like it.
Wait, did you not like
did
it
you-
coming out of it?
No, I just like. It's not that I didn't like it. It was great. It's just like it's weird because like these.
What could I have done better?
It's just weird because like these Marvel movies are just so perfect.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I don't know
What
what
do you
the.
mean they're what? They're so perfect.
They're just so. It's
They're
just it's
not perfect.
It's like when it's weird because I just don't have anything to talk about when I come out of them because I'm like it's exactly what it needed to be. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I'm like it's what it needed to be. It's
Yeah.
just I don't even have any complaints. It's like it's just it was
Okay, so can I
Was
just
it-
say Tom Holland is brilliant and I love him and he's perfect.
actually I do,
Okay.
yeah he was great.
He's perfect. He's
I have
my
a good-
I have
favorite
a
Spider-Man.
I have a
Same.
couple gripes actually. There's just,
There. Say
Okay.
them.
one of the
Obviously,
Longest
no
no
spoilers.
spoilers. Yeah.
no spoilers. At
Is
least
it with Tom Holland? Because
plot-wise.
I'll
It's-
kick you under
it's
the
just-
table.
There's just a little thing. I think like
Don't you
like
dare
somebody
talk
pointed out on a
shit.
podcast I was listening to said this is a Peter Parker movie and not really a Spider-Man movie.
And I'm okay with this because Tom Holland's amazing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wanted.
Yes and no.
I guess what I wanted what we could have used a little bit more of. It's just a little nitpicky, but it's like we got it in a few other movies, but like the Spider-Man like little jokes and stuff like while he's flying around and fighting and
Yeah.
whatnot. You know what I mean? Like we didn't get any of that. In
Oh.
We got a few. Yeah, a couple.
couple.
Oh, they
but,
didn't do a lot of that because they did a lot of that in
Well-
one of the Avengers or Captain America:
Like,
Civil
yeah,
War.
Civil War.
I
That's
think
why.
that's kind of the whole movie, though, and you see it. You see a good amount of this in the trailers too. It's like he doesn't want to be there. He's
Sure.
He's trying to be on vacation, and they show that as much in the trailers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so it's understandable that he wouldn't be cracking
He's
as
like-
many jokes as you would normally see.
Oh,
But
because he's not
I guess-
having fun with it. He's actually like, "Fuck, why do I have to
Forced
be
to do
here?"
it.
yeah, basically, you can see in the trailer too. He's like,
Got it.
I'm just trying to be on a vacation with my class,
Yeah.
and then he has to go be Spider-Man.
Damn it! I'm trying to have fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
even the
Stupid
even
bad guys.
it's just I mean Marvel's just so good at like doing all their explanations and stuff and like all the loose ends and everything like
Yeah.
you know how we
There's
talked
like no
about
plot holes and shit.
how we talked about well what's going to happen just some high school kids are going to be 5 years older than
I liked how
everyone
they
else.
handled that. I
they
really liked how
handled
they handled
they
it.
explained that
Oh, don't ruin that for me.
so yeah there's
Don't
I mean they,
ruin this for me, Ryan.
I'm just
Wait,
saying,
wait.
they handled
Did you
that.
see Endgame?
Yes,
Okay.
I saw Endgame.
So it's not like
So
no,
It's
but I
not
mean,
ruining
like,
it.
they explain
but
what
how-
happens.
Okay.
Playing,
All right. Well,
like-
but I'm
like
just saying,
they-
don't give me details because I'm
Yeah.
going to be
they
surprised.
they
by that.
address
They
what
address
you want-
everything
what you
every
want them to
question
do.
you had
Yeah.
like
Because
about
some of them
They're-
are.
they
the
don't
same age
ignore
and
the
some
very
of them-
obvious thing that
Right.
needs to be addressed.
yeah because I remember sitting around like wait what the fuck they're just going to go back like well, yeah so
Yeah,
like, anyway.
because obviously at the end of Endgame you're like, wait a second.
5 years some people
How's
didn't
that
go
gonna work?
yeah
They
so
address
Yeah,
it.
because when we're all adults, like, and then we come back 5 years
5 years later.
you're like, oh, well, it's just 5 years. Who gives a shit? But whenever you're a teenager or a kid,
Yeah.
Right.
5 years later is like a big fucking deal.
Right.
You know? So.
Exactly. So they definitely addressed it. I liked everything
Can I
about
just
it.
like come back like 5 years ago?
You?
I'll lose 5 years. I'll lose 5 years off
You
my
want to
my
lose
age.
5 years? You want to go?
Yes.
Wait, you mean you want to go back 5 years, or you want to be 5 years younger now?
Yeah, 5 years younger now. I wouldn't do that.
Yes. You have my permission.
5 years younger.
You have my permission
Down.
to do that.
I'll just tell people I'm 5 years
Just
younger.
go to the
There you
quantum
go.
realm.
Just go. Just quantum it up.
Yep.
Quantum
Do
it up.
quantum realm.
All right,
Anyways.
but it
Let's do
was
this.
super cool. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Ryan enjoyed it, and
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff out there. I feel like this one needed to be explained the least, to be honest.
Well,
As
yeah.
far as a
I
lot
mean,
of
it's fucking
the
Spider-Man.
Marvel films, like I got most, if not
Well,
everything,
it's-
except for the tiny
For
details.
it being number
Yeah.
one in the box office, I
Like
haven't
hidden stuff.
heard much about it at all.
Hmm.
Like as far as like on my feed and
Yeah.
like I also haven't been on Facebook as much, but like my friends and stuff, like they were like, "Oh my god, it was awesome," or "Hey, I have to go see that," and that's all. Like because usually whenever something big
Yeah.
happens or something is like really terrible or like whatever, you
Right.
hear all about it, and you're
If
like,
it's
"Ah."
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah.
it's
It's
not
so good,
bad,
there's,
and,
like,
it, and
nothing to
it's
say.
good, and it's just exactly what it needs to be. You
And
know?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now, because I was like, well, this,
So I have nothing to say
Yeah.
about
so
it.
it's
really.
like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's cool.
I think that I wonder if that's a bad thing. Is that a bad thing to be so
Good that there's not no.
understandable that no one needs to discuss it?
No, it's,
Well,
no, that's
obviously-
exactly what a good movie should do.
Well, that's the thing. Obviously, it's not bad because it's number one in the fucking box office. So there you go.
Number one, yes, but
So what about this number two?
number two is Toy Story 4, which I actually haven't even seen.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
me neither.
either.
No one's seen it? Okay,
Okay,
cool.
I haven't seen it because somebody told me I was gonna cry, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna cry, I'm
I
not
cry
gonna.
at every Toy Story movie.
I'm not gonna
so.
go pay to cry.
I've only cried in 3, I think.
I'll just cry
You cried
naked
in
in
the
my
first one?
shower
I,
eating
think
cookies.
I only cried in 3.
I'll cry naked in my shower eating cookies. I don't need to
Okay.
cry at a theater where I
One
paid to
cries
be.
in the shower. Does one really cry? Number 3.
No, that's if they cry in the woods.
Oh, okay. Number 3 is Yesterday. It's that Beatles movie
Oh,
that
God,
I fucking
that-
hate.
That
How
looks
many
like
ads?
that looks like a giant fucking turd.
I didn't want to see it, and I didn't see it. So tell us if you liked it in the comments, or if you saw it, or whatever you thought.
Yeah, we can't see the comments anymore because this stupid.
No, I just
thing.
changed to this thing.
Is there's more comments?
There's,
Tom Holland is brilliant. My favorite. Spidey too. Yeah.
That the
I still can't see these
scene-
Can I say
because
some?
I-
Can I say one more thing about Spider-Man though?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even like, I'm so like again like Marvel just does so fucking good with handling everything, and like I've been saying for years that we need a Mysterio movie,
I will say,
and I think it was like the
how they
perfect
handled Mysterio.
execution. Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
Mysterio,
Mysterio.
the guy in the trailer,
Oh, what's his bucket?
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I will say that I
And Jake Gyllenhaal played
respect
it
Jake Gyllenhaal as an
pretty damn
actor
good.
so much.
I love him.
I love.
I
He's
think
a
he's
great,
great.
actor. And I
Did
think,
you ever see Nightcrawler?
I didn't. I want to though.
It's almost the same person.
So I'm really excited about the whole.
Like the way he plays it.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm.
yeah, I don't even know if I'll be okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the ratio will be off if you pour more champagne in that,
Well,
so I
this
won't
is
like it.
So I'll just do that.
Yeah,
since
you
I live-
finish it.
I live here.
I don't want my ratio to be off.
Yeah.
Of like taste. But yeah, but I love Tom Holland. Has anybody seen the Tom Holland lip sync battle?
Yeah, of course. I think he's done more since then, but the one that you're talking about is the Rihanna one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But he
good.
started
You've
it with
seen
singing
right?
in the
I
rain.
don't know. I have I just have a.
He doesn't. He has an
It's a
aversion to
yes
the
or
lip
no
sync
thing.
battle.
I haven't seen it. I fucking hate those lip sync battle things. Yeah.
Some of them are lame, and
It's
some
okay.
no,
I
no,
don't need to.
absolutely.
I don't need to see it. Just
Why?
it's
It's really
okay.
good.
It's
I
amazing.
Why do you
I-
not like it?
I get it.
Tell me.
I get
Why
it.
do you
all
hate
right?
fun?
It's
Okay,
okay.
Why do you hate it?
It's okay.
Why
If
don't you like
anybody knows
America?
Tom Holland, he
I
needs to be
get
my new
it,
best
bro.
friend.
Okay.
No, I just want to know.
I get it. All right.
Why?
Huh?
Are you
I really hate that fucking show.
Wow.
It, like,
okay,
This is,
all right.
This is the most
all right.
passionate I've seen him in a long time.
Ryan,
it makes my skin crawl.
Ryan, pet the furry wall.
It's okay,
Pet the
it's
furry
okay.
wall.
You're amongst
We
friends.
need to put a furry
Drink your
wall
drink.
behind him, so
Drink
when he
your
gets
drink.
upset like this, just pet
I
the
know.
furry wall.
Drink your
Sorry.
drink.
Sorry.
Have you seen Get Him to the Greek? Pet the
Yeah,
furry wall.
yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I gotta ask.
I
Some
understood that
people haven't
reference.
seen it. Pet the furry wall.
Jeffrey's just a bloke up the road.
Okay, you guys.
Who could be afraid of a Jeffrey, mate?
Look, Brian, look at it's
Right.
Orson Welles.
The French.
He's not lip syncing.
Is that the audio equivalent of Pet the Fairy Wall?
Kind of.
I
Oh,
guess.
I like it.
Calm down.
The French.
Anyway, I'm sure he does great.
And I gave her some.
So-
I do.
Is this calming them down?
I think.
Is that?
I'm calm.
Listen to this one, dude. Remember this?
What are you doing?
What
Yes.
do you,
Remember
what do you
this?
mean? Remember? What?
Remember?
I don't remember shit.
Yay!
All
I really hope you were
That's-
drunk for that.
That was him.
I was wasted.
Awesome.
On
Okay,
I
that
think it
makes
was
it better.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I was
Christmas
like,
at
if you
his
were sober,
house.
that's not as
Christmas
funny.
at his house, and he literally, he was recording me without me knowing, but I knew it at the same time.
No.
Like he tried to do it without me knowing, but I saw it, and so I was like, he's
Oh,
like,
come on.
he's all like, in Al Pacino, say Happy New Year and I love you. And I was like,
That was his Al Pacino impression.
Oh no.
He was a Japanese man.
yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Happy New Year and I love you.
By the way, have you ever? I know you're not one to watch you don't watch like old movies,
No.
but like, bro, you need to watch Heat.
Okay.
Like,
He's
especially like if you're trying to be an actor and stuff.
Well, okay, so this is the thing here's a caveat to that. I have seen a lot of scenes, not because one, my dad has definitely seen Heat while I've been in the
The
room,
movie's so fucking good.
and so like
you were
I can.
little, so you didn't get it.
No, I did, and I see
That scene with
clips all the time.
Robert De Niro and Al Pacino
I will watch-
when they have like lunch
Yeah,
together.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
having lunch. Yeah.
That scene is so fucking like, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And like apparently there was the guy who directed that movie had already done a version of that movie already, and it was like a really shitty like low budget version of that
Yeah.
with like terrible actors.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they remade it with
like
better
awesome actors. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like awesome.
Yeah, and so
actors,
like,
yeah.
and so that movie's already out. You can so like on YouTube, you can watch the two scenes compared and like
Really?
how like
That's
how the
crazy.
words come off the page when you watch like Al Pacino and fucking and Robert De Niro and like
Speaking-
this
yeah.
and those two other dudes are just so fucking like so
Lame.
lame.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
Speaking of coming off the page, I love watching these videos where it's actually reading a script side by side by the actual scene, so you can read along what the actors have read and then what the end product was. And I love doing that
Oh,
because
like
it's
what their
such
interpretation
a
of
yeah,
it
yeah, it's
is.
such a good
Okay.
example of not only interpretation but ad libbing and also of course direction.
Oh, nice.
Just seeing what someone's
Oh,
given
'cause
versus
you're-
what comes
Oh,
out.
got it. So it's the original like,
Script.
Script.
So you're watching
and
the
so
script,
they're
scroll
ad-libbing.
down or scroll up rather,
Got
and then
it.
while they're
That's
doing
cool.
the scene, and you can see what is on the page and what is them
Oh, that's
and what
kinda
is
cool.
new. And
I trip
yeah,
out
yeah.
sometimes like because some like writers and directors are like super. They're so good that like you can't actually ad lib because everything that's written in the page is like perfectly connected in some sort of foreshadowing way or
Some
something like that. Yeah.
writer directors are like
Well,
that.
I think that also has to do with the casting too.
Oh, for sure.
Like if you cast somebody who's like that character that
Yeah.
you know what I mean, they wouldn't
No, I know.
have to ad lib.
I'm just saying like they can't fuck the words up or even the phrasing because it's like it's written in such a way that it's almost like a poem. Like so
yeah.
if they
So for instance, like
like
Oh,
it's beat
okay.
by
Shakespeare.
beat,
Like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like-
not even like Shakespeare specifically, like
Well, but
Christopher
that's an
Nolan's
example,
Batman. Like
yeah.
even like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for that shit, like those dudes had to memorize a lot of that dialogue because there's so much. I watched this whole thing about like how there's so much like foreshadowing in all the lines and everything, and like and there's so many
okay,
things
got it.
hinting, and there's
Like
like
you can't-
there's what's the word I'm looking for? There's like a fucking theme. that
Yeah.
they that like every movie has that like so like in the script they specifically say like specific words like multiple times in the movie
yeah.
or whatever, you know, shit like that. I don't think I could ever do that.
Oh, okay.
Like
you
Tarantino,
you kind
too.
of have already, to be honest. I mean,
Tarantino
what we were
though,
what we were
there's
talking
a lot
about.
of ad-libbing in that.
What we were talking about is for like it's a skill that you learn and then you don't always have to use when you're doing like plays.
Yeah.
Plays
Yeah,
are
true.
very much more about you need to be off book and know this.
And you gotta know the
script
lines.
Well,
and
it
the
de- well, it
lines
depends-
versus
it depends on the play.
yeah, obviously. What I'm talking about
It
more
also
so
depends on the
is-
director.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
when you're
100%.
shooting anything on film, it's usually very much out of sequence and short bursts.
Yeah.
So, but as a play, you need to memorize a play.
Yeah.
You don't just
That's
let me read my lines and then let me do a take. That wasn't good. Oh, I messed up my line.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
yeah.
Okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
It's you memorize verbatim the words, and if you're gonna ad lib, they need to be exactly what would propel the story the same way.
Right. I guess what my point is like when you like for that like what you were just saying you can read along the so like DiCaprio's doing exactly what's on the page in that one in like that Django Unchained scene and still fucking nails the performance.
Yeah.
And still does like every line on the page.
Yeah.
And if that's impressive.
Yeah, but that was his interpretation of those lines, and he also cut himself
right.
in
Yeah.
real life.
But,
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like I would fuck up the whole I would fuck up that monologue.
Well,
Not fuck it up. I would do my. You know what I mean? Like you.
because
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, you are not.
Well, of course.
I don't think it's anything
I
in
just
the
mean,
negative
like,
column
yeah.
talking about you are not Leonardo DiCaprio.
Obviously.
Well, but not just that, but like he cast like Leo for that
The
reason.
he's that.
Do you know
guy.
what I mean? Like
he's
he
that
could have
bitch.
cast
He's
any.
100% that
He could have
bitch.
cast a lot of actors would have done that
Yeah.
amazing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
he cast Leo for a reason for that.
But that's I guess
You
that's
know
what I'm
what I
saying.
mean?
That's what
Yeah.
makes it more fucking amazing is that they memorize the monologue and then still manage to give a great performance without actually having to be like, what the fuck am I saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Well, that's acting. That's called acting.
That's good acting. But I will actually say this too. Not enough credit is given to writers. There are
Yes.
so many things where it's
Yeah,
like if it's not
100%.
on the
Yes.
page, I can make something up, but
Yeah.
there should be enough on the page so I understand exactly where I need to go. And
Yeah.
if it gets off the rails, I know how to bring it back
Well,
because
yeah.
of the context of what's on the page versus, well, I think this is what I should be doing. So let me just make it up. Because at that point, in all honesty, you're not acting. You are improving and you're being you because that's what you would come up with,
Yeah.
not what your
Well,
character necessarily
There's
would.
there's also I've worked with writers that are harder to memorize because either their style is different or their thought process is different or it just wasn't good writing. But it's some it just comes super naturally and it's
It all depends on the genre too.
yeah.
Like with comedy,
Yeah.
it's a little easier because if you're playing a version of yourself or something like that, it's just like you could just do you still get the point across just in a way
Yeah.
that you would say it rather than what's written on the page.
Exactly.
Well, it just and it has to do with I think the chemistry between the director and the actor and the writer. We got off on a big tangent.
We did.
That's the show.
That's the show.
That's the
yeah,
show.
we gotta move on.
We're doing that.
Toy Story 2 we haven't seen.
Toy Story 4
Coming out
Or
stupid,
4,
looks stupid.
yeah.
Crawl looks good, but also a
Wait.
weird premise.
Isn't it that movie Taxi?
But there was a movie that I
It's the
saw.
same movie.
Probably.
Probably.
Well,
There was a
just-
movie that I saw on the list of movies out now.
Yeah.
What?
Which is.
The Annabelle movie.
Oh, what about it?
Oh, you did see Annabelle.
I saw the Annabelle.
Oh, that's right. You told me.
Yeah.
How was it?
My bestie made me go see it with her. It was a pre-screening, and I wanted to die the whole time.
Oh.
Because it sucked.
Because I
She doesn't do horror.
okay.
Oh.
So I do horror movies. I act in horror movies. I love the
Well, so
genre.
do I. I don't choose to watch horror
I
movies.
adore the genre, but I can't watch horror movies, especially creepy ones.
Those
like that,
Conjuring movies are
'cause-
so
yes.
good at
Yes.
the suspense.
I
thing,
will not.
too,
I will
yeah.
not
I-
elect to watch any of these by myself.
I've watched that. Yeah, I've watched The Conjuring. I've watched like that
you wanna
kind
watch
of
it, I'll
stuff.
watch it
like
with you.
that. I didn't watch the first two
myself.
Annabelle because it freaks me out too bad. I get scared.
The first one was dog
So-
shit, and then the second one. The
one's
second one was pretty good.
So
Same
I-
thing with like Ouija. Origin of Evil was good. I saw that.
I adore James Wan. Like I adore him so much. But like a lot of his movies, I can't watch because I get freaked out.
That's
so
really
like
good.
I get scared. So like I try to get Jess to come home with me because like I sleep alone now. So I was like, hey, come
Just
home with
sleep
me.
with me.
I was like, come sleep with me. But then she's like, I have to go home to my dog. And then we all got she got real drunk. But we all got drunk because we went to the bar afterwards because I was like, I need to get drunk if I'm going to go to bed. So I got really drunk and I had to sleep with
I feel like that makes it worse. When I used to live by myself, and if I would go see a horror movie and come home, I'm like, God.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. And I mean, I have a roommate and I adore him. But by the
Oh,
time
okay,
I
you
got
have a roommate.
home, his door was shut. So I did like sleep still alone.
You
I
ever
could have pounded on his
You
door.
ever do
I'd be
this
like,
one?
"No."
Like
Keep it open.
flick a light on every room you go into before.
Oh yeah. I do that.
and then run and turn them off.
Yes.
And run back.
No. I never turn them off. I just put them all on.
Leave 'em on?
The only reason I didn't wake Rob up in his room, who's my roommate, he has an Annabelle doll on his fucking
Nice.
on his fucking
Actual Annabelle.
shelf, an actual Annabelle doll from
Yeah.
the first one, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. So I went home and I slept with my dog with my light on.
It's just
and I
funny
was
that like
drunk.
the
That's
real
only-
Annabelle
yeah.
doll is like a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah, it is. But they
And
didn't
I've
get the rights
actually
to
we've
Raggedy
had
Ann.
that here
They did-
in this
yeah,
house.
they
My
couldn't-
grandma
My,
has that
my
one,
grandma
too.
had a Raggedy Ann and an Andy doll.
Everyone did.
Both
Well,
dolls.
yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
We all have that.
Anyway.
But
But
that's
yeah,
the one I saw.
Didn't see Aladdin. Didn't see
I saw
Midsummer.
Aladdin.
Dude,
I saw Aladdin.
I went on vacation and now like there's so many I've missed. I've only seen one,
This is actually the most I've seen.
2 in the top 10. That's
Yeah.
it.
So I saw. Oh, Avengers Endgame is still up there. What?
Well, of course, yeah, it's still going. Still
is it
going
really?
strong. It's
so I saw that one. I saw Aladdin. I saw Annabelle.
yeah.
and those
I've
are the
only
ones I
seen
saw.
Spider-Man and Endgame out of all the top 10.
Yeah, but I
Right.
saw Aladdin. I thought it was good, but I love Disney.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
They're doing interesting. Did you see the trailer
It
for
was
Mulan?
good.
I didn't want to talk about it because
I
I
didn't
didn't know
watch
if
it.
anyone saw it first and then if you cared.
I didn't see the
it's
trailer.
very much more realistic than
Yeah.
it is.
Well, that's why Mushu's not in it.
Yeah, Mushu's not it, and it's not a musical.
No.
It
It's
looks
a
very-
Also, there's no
it's like a-
music. That's-
No, the music's in there, but it's supposed to be more instrumental than a sing along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
So
heard.
this is gonna be
Yeah, I
interesting.
heard they weren't using any of the original music, or they weren't going to sing any songs. But nobody told me that it wasn't going to be a musical, so that makes
Well,
sense.
they're trying to be a bit
Respectful
more
of, like,
respectful of the culture.
Culture, yeah. And I swear, because like I have a.
But
a s-
Mushu, like my favorite line for that whole movie is "Dishonor on
You,
you,
dishonor on your cow."
Yeah, like
Yes,
that's my favorite.
same. That is
Sorry,
actually
that was
my-
really loud.
I know because
Yeah.
we crackle. That was the power of our voices right there. Boom.
Yeah.
But
Isn't
no,
that funny that like that all of our favorite moments in like all these like Disney cartoons are from like the comedic actors, like small,
Well, yeah,
like the
because that's
small
what
parts.
makes his movies, especially when you're a kid.
Yeah, as a
Speak-
kid,
Well-
you remember the joy of this.
But I think it's still just a testament to like how talented those guys are, like
Well,
Robin
yeah.
Williams and
Yeah, take
Eddie
it.
Well,
Murphy.
that's the thing about Aladdin. Like you couldn't replace Robin Williams, and I feel like Will
Well,
Smith
no.
tried, and he did his best, and he put his own spin on it, which I liked.
Well,
but
I
he
think if
didn't
there was-
try to do it exactly like.
It's hard
Robin
not to
Williams.
compare them.
was
but
there a
it's like-
comedic relief that didn't really do that well in a Disney film? Because you got Genie, you got Mushu.
Well, there was a
Well,
couple.
they don't
You
make
had Timon and
mistakes.
You have
Yeah.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Pain and Panic.
Pain and I love, dude. I named
Bobcat
my
Goldthwait.
I named my Eskrima sticks after Pain and Panic.
Yeah.
I love Pain and Panic. That's the original. What are those? Do you know that, right?
Yeah,
He's like, what
that's right.
are those? And they're just squeaking.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. They kind of look snazzy or something. And I was like,
Yeah,
love
Oh my
it.
God.
Hercules, by the way.
his merchandise.
Yes, Hercules. By the way, shout out to fucking.
I
what's
love
his face?
Hercules.
Something Woods.
James
Woods. I kind of hear he's a dick, and I kind of hear he has weird political views, but he does
Yeah, he's kind of a crazy guy.
funny shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Him
he's-
as Hades
yeah, he's-
was definitely
He's
one of my
super
favorites.
talented, and he's a little off, and politically he's kind of weird. But
I mean,
haven't
even Danny
heard-
DeVito as the
yeah.
what's his
but
name?
I haven't.
Oh, as
and he's
Phil.
He's
Yeah.
coming back as
Phil of Titties.
He's coming back in the live action for that one.
What?
Danny DeVito.
Dan DeVito. is
They're gonna do
be-
Hercules?
Yep.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't tell you that.
No.
Yeah.
I actually got this a while ago because some of the
Megra's gonna be Anna Kendrick. I believe.
Okay.
Megra.
I haven't heard casting news, but I was working and some of the executives were at my work talking about the next thing they were going to do was Hercules. And I think this was like
I believe
6
Anna
months ago.
Kendrick is Megra.
6 months ago. I told my family, and I thought I told you too, but I was like, so I did. I remember I said it on the show. I don't know if you were there, maybe.
Well, probably.
But I was
I don't
like,
know.
so this is not
it's,
news because I don't have sources, but I can tell you for sure. I've heard them Disney execs say that they're going to do a live action Hercules.
So I
I'm
think-
still not interested at all for the Lion King.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
I mean, the thing is, like, live action is live action. This is not live action. It's
not
just
the- and they
it's
fucking-
very much a remake.
But they can't like
just
I don't know. I just saw that. I
but
just
it's
watched
like,
the most
it's like
recent.
CGI is.
I watched the most. Yeah, I watched the most recent trailer. It's like you can't put those kinds of emotions and stuff like on a CGI
Real
animal,
animals.
real animal. I don't know, it's
like
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It looks good.
I'm not a big fan.
I'll
But
definitely see it.
Speaking of Disney,
Yeah.
let's talk about the Little Mermaid because that's the biggest thing happening right now.
Absolutely. So right now, people are pissed.
Segue.
Nice.
Some people are pissed, and those people are racist. That the Little
Generally.
Mermaid,
Yes.
100%.
the Little Mermaid remake finds its Ariel in Halle Bailey, and just like everyone else on the
She's
planet,
so
the
pretty.
first thing I read was Halle
Halle
Berry.
Berry.
But
I'm
no.
like, wait, she's
She's
not-
pretty.
maybe
I've
not
never
this.
seen her. I don't
She's
even know who this is.
gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a singer.
She's some, like,
and-
Disney
and-
chick, right?
Yeah, she basically she's already in the Disney family, and
Yes.
she's a singer actress,
Yeah.
and she
She's
was
in
from
it.
a show that I've never seen. I've never heard her.
Or she's from YouTube or something, right?
She probably has. I thought she was in a Disney show.
Yeah,
She
but
definitely
they
was.
took her from YouTube, I think.
Oh yeah, usually
Yeah.
that's what they do. But
Yeah.
she's gorgeous. Her voice is brilliant,
Mm-hmm.
and she's perfect. My only thing is, I just want to make her a redhead. Like, just don't.
But
take
here's
the
the
red
thing:
hair
there are
away.
natural African American redheads.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
So I think they can pull that off as
But-
far as the look.
But to be honest, most mythical.
Like you're
like,
not
You're like I'm not natural.
natural,
Well,
but most people
kind
would
of, but
assume
not
that
really.
because of the shade that you
because
have,
because I'm pasty as fuck.
and you're white.
But yeah, pasty as fuck.
Yeah.
But the thing, so I don't know. I love her as a redhead. So even though, but there are pictures of this actress as a redhead, so she
Yeah.
totally pulls it off. She's black, but she's like light skinned. So like, I feel like the lighter skin.
Yeah, and the whole thing, like as
black
far
girls
as
like pull it off a little bit better than
Mhm.
some of the darker skin because it's red hair. I don't
yeah,
know.
exactly. And if you see
But
pictures
she's so
of that,
pretty. Look at her fucking face. She's fucking
Gorgeous.
gorgeous.
And if she's a singer, like,
And
I
she's
mean,
a
she's probably
great
gonna-
Perfect.
singer, and her singer, and that's the thing. Like,
fucking-
I don't care what color her skin is, just
It's-
as long as her hair is red.
It's so
like
like
that's all I care about.
well, like you know what it is though. I feel like people are really. I really don't think there's this many shitty people in the world to where like. to
Oh
where-
yes, there are. Have you never been in the Midwest?
I,
Come
You've been to
on.
the
I know,
world?
but I'm just
We've been
saying.
to the-
I'm saying we're like hyper focusing on like these really shitty people that are like, fucking mermaid needs to be white. Like, come on, dude.
Like I said, as long as her hair is red. But that's just for me because I grew up watching Little Mermaid.
but even
I'm a
then, like, who
redhead.
cares?
the
And
character
I
is a
am
character.
redhead.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, like mermaids throughout history have had green hair, they've had blue hair, they've had all
Mermaids
kinds of,
have been so
in the original
many different versions of them.
in the original Grimm's fairy tale, her skin was green.
Yeah.
She was like a
Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
fish.
and like in like some Peter Pan iterations, the sirens are like they're fucking like nasty creatures. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
A
actually,
lot of other
mermaids are actually like not
Yeah,
great
they're
real.
creature-
The sirens.
creatures, mythically.
I was like, they're not real.
Neither are pixies. Pixies are assholes.
Right, they're like well in like what
They're adorable assholes.
Nordic
Yeah.
mythology. They're like is it Nordic or
Which
Greek?
one?
Is it
Pixies?
Greek mythology?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
no, the
Sirens?
sirens. Yeah.
Oh.
I think
The
they stem from
sirens-
different ones, but the sirens specifically
Yeah.
were in the Odyssey, and the Odyssey deals
Greek.
with Greek mythology. Yes.
Got it.
I was like, I had to
Oh
do
my
this
god,
little
you guys are
connection
so
thing.
smart and pretty.
Well, I would thank you. I loved Greek mythology growing up.
So did I.
That was one of my main things, and it was so funny because like Roman mythology was
God
like,
of War.
the same thing. Yeah, we're both very very much Aries, and we love the Aries character, the god of war.
Mhm.
And then of course growing up with Hercules and Xena, I fucking loved it.
That's true.
Wait, but you guys are Aries?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like your sign?
Well, yeah.
You're both. Oh,
April 6th, March 28th.
that's Aries.
Straight fire.
I'm a fire sign too, but I'm not Aries.
What is you?
What is me?
Yeah.
I'm a Leo.
And you like rhinos.
Like rhinos.
I swear to God, I can't
What?
not
So I like
hear
what?
it every time. Every time someone's like, "Well, I'm a Leo," and I'm like, "So you like rhinos?" No one gets that fucking reference.
Yeah, I did not get that.
It's
reference.
from a.
It's a
from
very
movie.
obscure movie
Yeah.
from when we were younger.
It's
What was
the-
it called?
Haggard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It was a Bam Margera / CKY.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
film.
watch that movie.
Like-
And we saw it when
Indie
we were in our young teens.
One of the lines is like, I'm a Leo, and so I like rhinos.
Because the new dude she was
Yeah,
dating
right.
had a
Had a
fucking
rhino
rhino tattoo on his chest. And she's like, "Well, I met this boy, and his name is Hellboy.
She's like, he's
and
got a nice
nice
rhino.
rhino tattoo, and I'm a Leo, so I like rhinos." And I'm like,
This makes no
what does
sense.
that what does that have to do with anything?
yeah, that girl's dumb.
Well,
Well, I think that's the point.
yeah, that was the point of the
I'm
the
sure.
script.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, so I mean, it's so dumb that people are just like so pissed off about it, and I get it because
Yeah.
I can't keep up anymore, man.
Some people were like, "Oh, but I'm a white redhead, and I wanted to see that." And
Oh,
I'm
because
like,
your life's
But you
been
know
so
what?
fucking
yeah, I
hard.
know, right?
But listen, I'm a white redhead, and I don't care that they change her, like her skin tone. I don't give a fuck. I just
No.
want her to have red hair.
Because
Exactly.
you shouldn't. care.
Because
You
I don't
shouldn't.
care.
And that's the
she's
whole thing.
She's pretty. She's talented. Like, who gives a shit?
If she can act and sing,
I
I
just-
fucking want it.
I mean, no one's
I-
gonna say anything about the Jamaican crab.
Oh no! Somebody was like, I loved it because since this casting announcement, there's been so many memes about like ridiculous castings. Like there was a Bambi live action poster where it's like Bambi and it's a picture of a T-Rex.
That's hilarious.
You know, it's shit like that where it's like
That's
just
so weird.
completely a different
So,
thing.
I'm sorry. My favorite meme that
Yeah.
refers to this is they're like, everybody's so upset about the Little Mermaid being black,
Yeah.
but none of those thirsty bitches gave a shit when they recast Jason Momoa as fucking Aquaman. Hello.
Oh.
He's this white fucking blonde dude, and they cast Jason Momoa, and nobody gave a fuck.
I'm sure
Jason
somebody did.
Momoa is
I'm sure,
fucking
but nobody gave a
hot.
fuck. Not as much.
No.
There's countless things, and then
See,
on the
there
flip
was-
side,
but there
there's so
wasn't this
many
big thing.
Caucasian actors playing completely different ethnicities.
Oh,
You
I
have
mean,
Mickey Rooney.
dude, for
you have
years.
Yeah.
There's all those memes about that. Well, as long as you don't make Tom Cruise a samurai, or
Yeah.
as long as you don't make
That-
Mickey Rooney Japanese,
That shit baffled me back when
Yeah.
that movie came out.
or what's his face, John Wayne. As long as John Wayne's not like a Mongolian or something.
Dude. I actually.
You know, John Wayne was fucking Genghis Khan. Come the
yeah,
fuck
that's
on.
right.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and fucking Ben Kingsley was Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a great job, but like, I mean,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah. No,
Ridiculous.
it was terrible. Fucking
Kinda ridiculous.
Elizabeth Taylor was like Cleopatra.
oh right,
It's
yeah.
like racist white people, please sit down. Thank
yeah,
you.
everyone.
And I'm speaking to the
I
racist ones.
honestly, like, my biggest
you're offended,
thing.
you're racist.
My biggest thing about this is I feel so bad for her, like the actress.
Of course. Well, 100% they have to have said, you're going to get a lot of shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
So,
sure she has
so
to know,
take
but
that and
It's
I
kinda
would if
sad.
I were her.
There's-
Like, I would be so upset. I'd be like crying every night in the
It is
shower
kinda
eating
sad.
cookies.
Well,
No.
no, you
Eating
just
cookies
gotta.
naked in the
No.
shower. Like,
I think you just. I mean, you just gotta be.
But I'm overly sensitive.
Well, I don't know how old she is because I was going to say,
Well,
like,
she's really young. She's
I think
not
she's like
old.
21 or something.
Yeah, she's really
yeah,
young.
I do feel bad for her but like an
But she's old
older
enough to know
actor
better, yeah.
should understand like this is gonna happen.
Well-
I should brace myself and need to know exactly what's gonna be shot
I
at
have
me.
to look.
Or just
I-
just get off Twitter, dude. Like,
Yeah,
until,
some people
you
do
know what I
that
mean?
where they just delete it. They're like, I'm not doing social media
well,
until this
but
movie
she's
comes
so
out.
young.
She
She
blocked-
can't not be doing social media.
So
right
from
now.
a podcast I was listening to earlier today, I listened to a lot of podcasts today. She blocked one of these ladies that like fucking
they started a whole group.
yeah. So she blocked all of them, and then the lady who like started this whole fucking like hate parade, then tweeted at Disney. It's so immature that this actress would block me and blah 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 blah. After you just complained about
You went
the color of her
after her.
skin for being like the wrong color for the mermaid. Like, oh my god.
I don't like it. It's too dark.
She's 19. She was born in the year 2000.
Yeah, I feel bad. But, I
she's-
mean, of
she-
course you feel bad, but I mean, it's like the younger
the
you are,
thing.
the more like
She's at
fine,
that
man.
age where
Impactful this will
she,
be on
yeah,
you.
She could go either way. 'Cause
That's good
19,
news.
like if she's a mature 19, she can.
they have to have tried to prep her as
but
much
if she
as
were
possible,
like
though.
16, I would. Oh
I hope
man,
I
I'd
hope
feel
for
really
something like
bad.
this, especially for all the fucking all
Yeah, I'm
all
sure
this
they
mess.
prepped her for it.
I hope they just do
America's
like the whole
racist.
cast is just all fucking ethnic people.
Well, I think they're
In theory,
pretty much doing.
so okay,
Oh,
so
there
there's
there was like a joke about Samuel L. Jackson playing King Triton.
That'd be
I was
awesome.
like,
no, they had Terry
"Oh,
Crews
this is
wanted to
what-"
say he was going to do
Oh,
it too.
Terry Crews. too, yeah.
great.
Terry Crews would
they-
actually be better. Than
Yeah.
I believe they either already cast them or these are the front runners for these castings. Is
That'd be awesome.
Aquafina, who's an Asian actress.
That's
as
water. Don't be
Scuttle,
silly.
Oh yeah, girl is Scuttle.
The seagull, and
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't even.
Something
I didn't care about her
Tremblay.
race. I was like, oh, a girl is Scuttle. That's weird.
yeah,
That makes
And
more
then-
sense.
And then,
It
but there
does,
hasn't
but-
been official news. But a lot of people are opting for, or not. I don't know, trying to promote Queen Latifah as Ursula, and
Yeah.
yeah, there's a bunch of stuff out there. But I think as long as it's,
I don't know.
I'm sure
I-
it's gonna be diverse, no matter what.
I love the idea of the Little Mermaid being a black girl and then the bad guy being or the bad woman, like
Well,
the guy
that-
being white. I love that. I don't
What's
know
her face?
why.
Melissa McCarthy was also
Oh yeah.
thrown
I thought,
out there.
Oh wait, I thought
be
she
Ursula?
was cast as
Yeah.
that. I thought she actually
I don't like
was
that either.
cast.
I like Melissa McCarthy in serious and
You-
comedic roles,
you
kind
wanna-
of, but I do not think she would do well as a villain.
You want to hear the most liberal
Oh, I
shit I'm
think
about
she
to say
would.
right now?
Go for
Yeah.
it.
You know who I think they should give it to?
Who?
Some fucking fat cross-dresser on like that's killing it on fucking like Broadway or something like that.
Well, I thought you had a specific person. In
No,
mind.
I'm just saying like somebody who's like a big fucking like musical theater person
Dude, if they cast a drag queen
And
as
then-
Ursula,
and then put-
I would not be mad at all.
Well, that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Ursula in the cartoon.
Ursula's a fucking drag
No,
queen.
no,
Yeah.
Well, no, but she was based after Divine.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was based on Divine.
Yeah.
So, like, why not have a big fucking
That's what I'm
drag
saying.
They should
queen?
cast Adam Devine.
Oh my God! Speaking of which, I tried watching that dude's special on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah.
Oh my God! What a steaming pile of shit.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
worse or better than the leather special from
I haven't seen his specials. I like his
what's her
movies.
face, the blonde chick.
That one I didn't even give a shot. I watched.
Oh, you didn't even watch
Vicky
it?
was watching it, and I was like, "What garbage are you watching?" I literally was like, "Fuck this."
There are
I turned it up.
few that I've watched that I almost didn't laugh at all, and that leather
I,
special was
I
one
watched
of them. I haven't
10
seen
minutes. I watched 10
Divine's.
minutes of Adam Devine's stand-up special on Netflix, and I was like, "Where are the jokes?" For real, like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I think he's a little out there. I like him. Like I
It's
like
all
him
about
in certain roles.
It's just all like, remember when you were a kid and you did silly things, and it's like, well, yeah, everyone like. But what's
oh my
funny
God.
about that?
You guys, we should play the game Drunk or a Kid. Have you ever played that game?
No, I don't know what that is. What is?
Wait,
You
didn't we do that?
You tell
before?
stories
I think we were
about
just drunk kids.
what? Maybe.
That's true.
You tell stories about like the stupid shit you did, and
Yeah.
everybody else has to guess if you were drunk or a kid.
I'd have to think about that for a long time.
Well, yeah, we'd have to like prep for that.
We'd have
but
to
we
do a
should
whole
play that.
episode on that.
Yeah,
We might be able to do a special of that. We were talking about doing a
Drunk
few
or a
different shows.
Okay, next.
Next.
Next, where's all the comments? Where'd the comments go?
A lot of people said they were going to Sleepy's. Yeah.
Sleepies.
Good
Okay.
nights.
I know, we're doing a late one tonight. Sorry, guys. Big Lebowski spinoff gets a new title and release date. So this has been a long
I
time
can't believe
coming.
they're still going on with this.
This
I
was in
don't-
production and announced in
I
2016.
don't see this doing well.
The Jesus Rolls is the title of the new Jesus character spinoff from The Big Lebowski, and its release date is 2020.
I don't know how I feel about it.
This is not tied to the Coen brothers.
Not?
And I believe
it's going to be
then
a pile of shit.
definitely-
it's directed by John Turturro, who played the Jesus character.
Oh, it's going to suck then.
Possible?
I mean, how we... dude, are we just going to... Okay, Lebowski fans, if that's the market you're trying to fucking gear
Yeah.
towards, we know he's a pedophile. That's what's in the movie.
Yeah.
How are you going to... And I'm pretty sure they're going to ignore that fact because they're just going to try and be like, oh, he was this relatable character that everyone
don't
loved.
know. What if he's the villain?
That's not going to happen, especially if he's
Crazy.
directing it.
That's not impossible. I don't know. I've never seen. I believe
Come
it
on,
would be
dude.
his directorial debut. I'm not 100% on
We'll
that.
see we'll see, dude.
But John Turturro, good.
I mean,
Godspeed.
it could be a good
I
bowling
do
movie.
like him.
We haven't gotten a
He's
good
great.
bowling movie in a while.
What was the last one? Kingpin?
Kingpin?
I thought Kingpin was before Big Lebowski, wasn't it?
I think
Or was
it was
it
after.
I'm just trying to think of bowling movies. I think I can only name
Those
Big
are the only
Lebowski and
two.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Lebowski,
Well,
Kingpin.
we should go bowling, you guys. We should go
Down.
bowling.
I know somebody that works at Bolero. Bolero.
What the fuck
I
is
don't know
that?
what that is.
You know,
Where's that?
It's okay. So
Bolero?
it's like Dave and Buster's if Dave and Buster's were bowling alley.
Where is it?
Pasadena?
It's a chain. There, but one opened up by where we used to live in Arcadia in their mall.
Oh, that's.
There's one in the mall now?
Yeah, it's directly below Dave and Buster's.
Oh, got it.
So on the first floor where Sport Chalet used to be,
That's a bowling alley.
it's a
now.
bowling alley.
Okay.
It's Bolero.
Oh,
well,
that
we
sounds-
should go bowling.
That sounds
I'm
terrible.
just saying, we should go bowling.
It's alcohol and food and
I mean, it
games
sounds
and
awesome, but
bowling.
it sounds like it'd be really crowded, and I
feel
don't like crowds.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he doesn't.
every time I agree with that, but every time I've been there, it's huge.
I'm
like
okay
there's
with
like
crowds. Well, the
20
thing is, when you go
alleys.
bowling, you get your own alley.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but you got to
it's
make
fine.
reservations. If you show up and try and get lanes, like
Well, they make a fucking reservation. Dude,
especially
be an adult.
especially in Arcadia, like Asians love bowling, dude.
But be an adult and make a
Racist.
reservation.
Yeah,
you don't have to just
I understand
walk in.
that.
no, I don't like bowling.
You don't like bowling?
I just
fuck
said that
is wrong
more.
with you?
I
We
said
can't
that
be
more so
friends.
because Ryan said, you know what Asians love? Bowling.
Well, Asians do love bowling.
I don't love bowling.
You know what else they like?
What?
Karaoke.
I love karaoke.
I know you do.
Karaoke. Oh, we should do karaoke, you guys.
I'm
I
done.
found, I found a
I'm-
couple secret places in Little Tokyo.
Well, it's fucking Little Tokyo. It's not a secret place.
Dude, secret place. Dude, I gotta show you the spot.
Bro, secret place. It's
Bro,
Little
it's not,
Tokyo.
it's not even listed on Yelp, bro.
Well, that doesn't mean it's secret. It just means that, like, the owners are shitty.
or new.
No,
Or
it's
new.
awesome. No, it's been there.
Or,
for
well,
years.
not shitty, just
I'm
shitty
down-
with
It's a
internet.
secret. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
Vicky,
down
Vicky
to
showed
try.
it to me. It is on Yelp, but it's a hotel bar.
Uh huh. Oh, I think you told me about this one.
Yeah, and
they
so
have,
like
they have English songs.
yeah,
A good amount.
yeah, but it's so small and like and intimate. It's
I'm
not
down
even.
to give it a
We're
try.
gonna karaoke right
We're
now,
gonna
you
do
guys.
it. All right, guys, we're gonna end this out here and go to karaoke. No, I'm kidding.
All right, we do gotta fucking move on.
Last thing we're talking. Oh shit. Well,
What are we talking
whatever.
about?
We'll skip this. This was just cool because it said the director said that the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix won't have anything from the comics. It was an entirely
stupid.
original thing. I like it. I love it.
Huh.
Because of the fact that it's going to be its
What
own
if
movie.
anything though?
I don't know. Like
Well, it's not based off of like, oh, this is Long Halloween or this is
I don't
blah blah
like it.
blah. This
the
is-
origin, the Red
we're,
Hood.
We're
or-
taking heavily from this or that. It's
like
it's
it.
his own story
Nope, I don't like
completely.
it. Nope.
He said that it's basically going to be about a guy that would turn into a Joker-like character.
What I didn't like about that trailer, that
Well, then
teaser
don't
that
call
I
it
saw,
Joker.
Uh huh.
was that it was really just a one-sided sad story.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like it was just a guy with everything going wrong, and they kicked the shit out of this poor fucking man.
literally, yeah.
And like, and then he
That
loses,
could have
and
been
then he
the
loses
origin
his
of Ryan.
mind, and then he loses his mind. Like, and,
There you
and
go.
that's it, and that was the end of the trailer. And I'm like, that's what we think is cool. Like,
Yeah.
a guy just down on his luck, and then I'm like, I'm at the cusp of that daily.
Same.
Like, losing my shit and going
Yeah.
out.
I was like,
I've lost mine
I'm
a
one
long
bad
time
decision
ago.
away from taking all y'all motherfuckers.
Right, that's
out.
what I'm saying.
No, I get it.
Why do you think I smile so much? Because I'm just thinking about ways to kill people.
No, same. Like, there's this meme. It's not
That's
even a
what I
meme. It's just a
feel.
picture. It's a picture of basically a bunch of these like depressed artists that killed themselves, and they're like, "This is what depression looks like," and it's all them smiling, and it's all that stuff. And I'm like, "Yep."
Yep.
All right, we don't gotta go there, but
Why you
That was
gotta
my
be
point.
dark and shit?
that was my point. Was like, it's not very.
But that's kind of the
Comic
whole thing.
booky, I guess,
I think.
like-
Well, maybe that's just the trailer. Maybe it is truly that because
Well,
we
here's-
just kind of said it. Like that's what depression looks like.
You know what?
And he just took it to a full comic booky extent.
Well,
Sure,
well,
but-
depression is
Smile.
different than like psychotic.
But it's like, do we need this kind of like? I don't know, man. The whole mystery behind the character is what makes it so much.
That's
wait,
another
who's,
thing.
who's playing the Joker?
Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix.
Phoenix, who's a great
Oh,
actor.
he's
I don't.
I believe he also said that this is going to be a Joker-like character, so it may or may not even be
Joker.
the Joker.
Well, then don't call it the fucking Joker.
I don't know if it's called the Joker.
Okay.
It might
So
be
what
different.
else are we talking about?
Last but not least, on the entertainment
Knives
side,
Out.
Hang on,
is
I'm still not done with bashing DC.
Okay, go for it.
Stop it.
Not only that, it's just like, how many times are we gonna keep fucking trying to make these like, we get that they do great in the comics with these dark comic books.
Yes.
Right? These adult comic books, so much so that they just killed their adult line. Did you hear about that?
No.
What?
They have it's called Black Veil, I think. They had DC had their own adult line of comic books.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for like, and so they would release like, really violent.
It's like Batman fucking or
No, not like that. Just really violent
Not
comics.
like porn adult, just like adult
Violent.
situations, violence.
Violent
God.
comics, and they just killed that line because they were understanding now that,
That's not their sellers.
well, that no one's gonna buy it under a different name if it's not DC. So even though it was a branch off of DC.
Well, they're using
And
they're
like, not
using
only
the
that, it's
name
like
to,
their best sellers are the violent ones. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Dark Knight
Well,
Returns,
but they have to
fucking
use
Killing
the name
Joke.
to sell it. Like
Absolutely.
look
Right,
at
so-
look at Chucky. His name wasn't even fucking Chucky. They're like using like Buddy.
Did you
And
watch
it's
the movie?
Chucky. No,
Okay.
I watched the trailer.
Good
But-
point.
Buddy was like my buddy, like in the 80s.
Buddy's
like,
the
my
well,
buddy.
they were called the good guys.
Yeah, in the original they
In
were
the
the
original,
good
they were the
guys,
good guys.
and they all had their own name.
So Buddy is the different company.
Buddy is a
well,
different
Buddy
company.
also they like remember my buddy from the 80s. Does anyone? You guys
No.
are younger than me. Fuck you. But there
I'm
was
sorry,
a,
we're
there was a
1990s
doll.
kids.
There was a doll in the 80s called My Buddy,
Okay.
and it had a little like jingle, and it was like my buddy. Wherever I go, you're
Uh-huh.
gonna go, my buddy. And it looked like fucking Chucky, and that's what Chucky was kind of
Based on?
modeled after a
Oh, well,
little
then
bit.
that's-
Like
so that's
basic-
why they-
so
that's probably
went
why they did it.
back to it. Yeah, but it was weird. But I don't like the AI thing. Yeah.
Did you see the new Chucky?
No, I really want to. Though.
I did. They call him Chucky. I believe it's in the trailer too.
Yeah, his name's Chucky.
There's a thing. It's a
Well, there are
thing.
two different Child's Play movies.
The
aren't
new
there?
one.
The
No,
new
so
one.
there's going to be a series that actually I believe
It's
is
just a
okay.
reimagination of
the new reboot entirely
All right,
is.
so I'm super
is
confused. So like,
The
never
one Aubrey
mind.
Plaza.
the new. So the latest Child's Play is
Yeah.
a reimagination of
Oh yeah, it's called Child's Play. I forgot about that.
Child's Play.
No, it's
yeah.
fun. That's the weirdest thing too. Like as a kid, I always called it the Chucky movies.
movies.
Well,
I
'cause
never called it Child's Play.
It was called Chucky because the guy who inhabited the Chucky doll.
His name's Charles.
His name is Charles, and
Yeah.
he's a serial killer. Like that's what it was.
What was
But,
it? Charles Lee
Charles Lee. Something.
something.
Because
I
it was
don't know.
three
Three
names.
different killers. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
three
Anyway.
names.
What was I saying?
DC killed their thing.
But that's okay. So even though that's why I just another like fucking nod to like Marvel just killing it because it's like even though so Endgame
in the cinematic universe.
yes, so Endgame was so fucking good, and then we get but it was somber. There was so many down notes on that movie. So we ended up having to now that Far From Home is out, like it's such a comic booky fun movie.
Yeah.
Well, it has to be because, like you said, like Endgame was so down.
Yeah,
Right.
think about Infinity War. The movie right after that was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Right, that was a
you
fun
need the
comic
Paul
book
Rudd.
movie,
Yeah.
bring up
Fucking
the
Paul
thing.
Rudd.
Speaking of Endgame and all that stuff,
Love
Captain America actor
Merca.
Chris Evans is in
Chris
a brand
Evans.
new
Okay,
film.
so I heard he's single and he needs to be my boyfriend.
All right, well, let's go find him. We'll find him right after this. The isn't a new trailer
No,
for a
he
new movie
doesn't.
called Knives Out, which is old-fashioned whodunit. Think of like Clue and like
Yeah.
Murder on the Orient Express, directed by
Yes.
Ryan Johnson, and it looks pretty fun. To be honest, it's an ensemble cast. You got Daniel Craig. You have
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jesus.
You have Toni Collette, which I fucking love Toni Collette. Christopher Plummer. Like, this is a fucking
Toni
awesome
Collette
cast.
is amazing. My favorite part about the trailer was hearing Captain America go,
Chris Evans.
eat shit.
Eat shit. You eat shit.
I love that he just loves to play these crazy characters, and then he got to playing Captain
He's doing it
Captain
smart.
America.
He's not trying to typecast himself as like,
Yeah, he's going against type,
Captain
which is
America,
which
basically.
happens a lot. So it could go one or the other.
yeah.
And I've
a
seen
lot
it-
of actors
yeah, we've
try
all
that
seen it
and
happen.
don't
Yeah.
always make it.
Well-
Like, I will say one right now that comes to mind. Daniel Radcliffe has done some great stuff
yeah.
as things that are very
He's
not
still
Harry
fucking
Potter,
Harry
but
Potter.
he's still fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Swiss
He's
Army
another
Man.
one who needs to be
Yeah.
my best friend. Like him and Tom Holland and Chris Evans, they all need to be my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, this needs to happen.
We'll see what happens.
'Cause
But
I'm hilarious.
trailer looks good.
But
Check it
yeah,
out.
Like Jamie Lee Curtis, come on.
Bruh. Y'all
Don
fuck-
Johnson.
bruh,
When was the
bruh.
last time you saw that fucker?
I don't know.
Don
I have no
Johnson.
Yeah, there's a good cast in that.
All right.
Don Johnson.
Ryan D, what it do?
It's me, bitches!
Oh no! Oh
Behold the secrets of nature's deepest mysteries.
She is literally like launching eggs out of her pussy. The poo-poo, eat the poo-poo guy. So they just like tie up these dudes that fart in their face. Now, maybe cut off his dick. This is gonna blow your fucking mind.
Yo, what's up? This is Brian D. Freestyle here
You
on
ready?
IG. Rhyme so fat they make you sick. I'll steal your chick and then suck your...
Did you get
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
All right. Let's see. Do we want to start dark?
I guess it's
Wait,
better
what are
than
we
ending
doing?
dark.
Actually, well-
it's better than ending dark.
You know what? Did we even? I don't even think you put this one in the trailer, or I mean in the
What-
in
what
the
are we
intro. So
doing?
we'll drop that dark
Which one?
That's how I get too dark.
the suicide one.
Oh no,
Oh,
fuck that.
yeah,
No.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
Skip.
Anyway, where were you guys? Where were you guys during the earthquakes? So we had one on
Oh, got it.
Tuesday.
So the one on Tuesday, I was literally in the bathroom and didn't feel shit, and then my phone started blowing up.
So there's one Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? No, Wednesday.
Or Wednesday, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Thursday was I think bigger one, and I was actually out having sushi, and I was in a restaurant, and I'm like, are we having an earthquake? And then all the people around me were like, yeah, we're having an earthquake. I'm
Thursday.
like, okay.
Where were you? Where?
I told you, in a sushi restaurant.
Where though? Like
Here, in the city, in Monterey Park.
oh, okay.
I was in Monterey Park at a sushi restaurant. Literally had an oyster in my hand, and the building just started swaying because we're in Southern California. I believe it was Ridge that was this epicenter.
Right.
Is it
Yeah.
Northridge or Northcrest?
No, not Northridge.
Ridgecrest.
Northridge way too, like
No,
it was you know where
Ridgecrest or something.
Bakersfield is?
Yes.
Bakersfield, more in that
That's
direction.
where I was supposed to go in a couple weeks, and they just canceled my show.
That's where I just came from.
Yeah, because this was.
Oh wait! Oh yeah. Going up to.
If I were at the,
I'm sorry.
if I were on vacation 1 week after I had been on vacation, I would have possibly been rocked.
Engulfed.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, if you were driving down that fucking mountain when that happened,
I could
that one,
fall off that mountain.
Yep.
Yeah. Into the Kern River.
Ooh.
So I was sitting in my living room.
Yeah.
And in my living room we have a sofa.
Yeah.
And then we have a giant love sack, like the memory foam beanbag chair kind of thing.
Oh. Yeah.
And I
was
sitting in my love sack with my little dog, who's this big, who can sleep through a fucking anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally the first earthquake I've felt since I've moved here, like 7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Because I always sleep through them because I can sleep through an earthquake.
I've slept through a lot.
So yeah. So this is the first one I felt, and I didn't even feel it right away. And my roommate felt it first because he was on the sofa. He's like, "We're having an earthquake." I was like, "No, we're not. You're stupid." And then all of a sudden,
You're a goddamn liar, you
I was
piece
like,
of
"You're
shit."
dumb." I was like, "No."
Just like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, wait a minute!" And my dog slept through the whole thing, like on her back, like snoring, little shithead. But I was like,
So
"Oh
much
my
for
god!"
being so hyper alert.
Oh yeah, they say dogs are hyper. My dog is not
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
at all. She's
I was
also
taking a
14.
shit for the
Why were
Thursday
you-
Go
one.
figure.
you guys
I
were-
was on the toilet,
Uh-huh.
and this is why I think this is why I think this was so funny. Because isn't it funny to you? This always makes me laugh, no matter what the context is. When someone's in the bathroom and the door's shut
It's funny.
and they yell,
It's funny.
it always makes me laugh.
It's funny.
Right?
You're just like, BAM!
but I was
BAM!
It's actually making me
Hell!
But I was legitimate.
They're taking-
Dude, that's exactly what was happening. And I was, but I was legit scared, and I was like shitting, and I was afraid. I'm like, do I try and stand and wipe? Because dude, it was so long and swaying. I'm like, if I stand up,
Oh shit! I was like, who the fuck's walking in my head?
There
Mouth
she
right
is.
now. It's the Little Mermaid herself.
I was like, dude,
Yes.
and so I'm like yelling at her into the other room. I'm like, babe, and it's swaying, and I'm shitting, and I'm like, then I'm thinking to myself, stop it, we get it.
You get it?
time, by the way. Talking about shitting.
And so I'm like, do I get up? Do I stand up and attempt to wipe and get out? Or do I just, and so I literally just kind of looked around.
I'm
I'm
very
like,
curious about people that have those situations.
so I started looking around and I was like, nothing here will kill me unless the shower gets unhinged. And I think, I was like, but I think we'll be okay.
And then it's like a Final Destination situation where things just start fucking Rube Goldberg into your death.
Right. Like I just slide down to the end of and then just a knife just goes straight towards my asshole.
Like this is what I picture. You're shitting, it starts shaking, you jump up, a little bit of shit or toilet water hits the floor, you move 1 inch, your foot slips on the water shit, you fall through the door, the shower comes down because of the swaying, and then all this shit happens and you die.
Is this how you're gonna stage my murder?
Maybe. So can I just...
It'll all start with...
Can I...
And it was a 6.4.
Can I just point out
This
the
is
fact
7.1.
that this time I'm on the show,
Yeah.
and it's you and Ryan, and we're talking about shit.
Yeah.
When it was you, me, and Rocio,
Rocio, we're talking about
we
sex.
talked about porn and sex.
All...
So yeah.
So what's your point?
Girls are
Yeah.
cooler than boys. Just saying.
I think poop is funny.
Yeah, poop's funny.
Poop's funny,
You know
but sex is better.
Here, what I want to see if I do these two together.
And she gave me, and I gave her some.
That's gross.
I do, I do, yeah.
There you go. There it is.
Oh, you both.
All right. So the only actual damage, believe it or not, Kern County.
I was going to say to your toilet.
No. Well,
The
The
only
only
damage in L.A. was done to Ryan's toilet, and that's because he shit so hard that he just broke his bowl. And also Kern County.
that'd be funny.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I was in Kern County. Well, technically Tulare, whatever. It was like
Tulare County?
10 minutes into it. So after you pass Kernville, I believe it's like 10 minutes past the county line,
yes.
and that's where I was.
So Oakhurst is where I was supposed to go do the
Yeah.
the
But
show.
I was 40 minutes And 40 minutes very light because it's one tiny mountain road. So if it were a freeway, as the crows fly, it would take 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about, huh?
But it was very close to.
And I didn't even think.
Kernville.
I didn't think about what kind of damage like it would have done or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And, like when I was working, because I work in the U.S. Bank Tower now.
I have friends that are out there. They live in Ridgecrest, and they were showing video of how...
It's Ridgecrest.
I believe it's Ridgecrest.
Is it Oakhurst is where whatever fucking.
Ridgecrest, I believe, is the epicenter.
Yeah.
And there was pictures or video of all the damage. There was a guy I just recently saw today that was like, I work in a theater, but luckily it was closed when it hit, and that shit is destroyed.
Yeah.
So, oh shit, really?
It all came down, and which was funny because like my sister was like, oh, they were watching Spider-Man when it hit, and they were like, oh, this is weird.
Evacuate?
They evacuated the thing, but nothing happened. But they're like, well, we were in like a theater. There's really nothing up there. And then I showed them the video. I'm like, that shit could have came down on you and destroyed your lives.
Yeah. That's
so
scary.
when I went into work today, there was only 3 elevators working. And
because of the earthquake.
Or yesterday.
Because of the earthquake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I was like,
you poor soul.
And I didn't even think about it. Well, dude, the place is like it's 100 floors.
Yeah.
And
so you just walked up to your floor, right?
Yeah. So I'm on level 39, and everybody
so
has their own different elevators, right? So there was only 3 elevators working, and then and I started walking around, and then I was like, I started seeing like fucking debris on the floor and shit, and I was like, oh my god, and then like I asked somebody about it, they're like, oh yeah, they want us to leave it because the
insurance,
the fire chief is going to come over and inspect everything.
Because then you're like, all right, well, this is here. You look up, you see where it comes from. The only thing that I noticed here was, you know how I have these like tiles on my porch, right? One of them fell off on the edge of by my plants.
Yeah.
I was that meme where it's like a lawn chair falls over, like, we will rebuild. But I'm like, that's the only real damage I noticed for the house.
That was the only thing, and like I was just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy. Like I haven't been awake for an earthquake like of that magnitude in a while.
There was one I want to say about 5 to 6 years ago, and I was playing video games when it hit. And that I was
it was really interactive video games.
I was back from my vacation in Africa, but I lived in my parents' house, and you know how I had like trophies on my like, shelf up there or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they started falling down. I'm like, oh shit! And I'm just sitting there like playing Halo, I think, and then I'm like,
this is super interactive, you guys.
You have too much shit in there.
Well, it's not there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. My instinct was like cover the dog and make sure nothing falls on her because she's so teeny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Cover the bean.
Well, that's a good thing because we just finished up. I want to thank Ryan D for actually showing up today.
You're welcome, everybody.
We appreciate that. And of course, Danny Inks coming in. What up, Danny?
See,
thank you.
Ryan's not here.
And of course, where can they find you? And what show again did you want to plug?
Okay. So it's Karma's a Bitch with the She-Venge.
She Wants Revenge?
She-Venge.
She-Venge?
Yeah. So it's a revenge anthology, but it's called She-Venge because it's all directed by female directors, and the proceeds are going to the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund, which is awesome. And my segment is called Karma is a Bitch, and I'm a horrible human being, but it's fine because it's like life. Because I'm a terrible human being in real life. But yeah, and then I have a show at 3 clubs on August 8th and August 22nd where I play Janis Joplin. And it's a variety show, and there's some weird acts, and then there's me singing.
Sick.
That's what it is.
That is awesome. I want to thank you all for listening and watching, of course. You can find us all at Humpcast. Or me personally at Garrett_AM Lee. And you can find Ryan D by Googling him.
And me on Instagram, Danielle Inks 13.
Boom.
On Instagram.
Why is it just Danielle Inks 13? Is there a Danielle Inks was it just taken?
Because, I don't know. 13th is my birthday. So it's my birthday, August 13th. I'm a Leo. Leos are awesome.
She likes rhinos.
Apparently, we like rhinos. I don't get that reference.
If you get that reference, please message me. I love you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. And we will see you next week. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll do that.
It's me, bitches.
French